it. You bit off more than you can chew. Can you taste it? Hey, you should have known better to heck with someone like me. Hey, you, forever and ever gonna wish I was your wifey. Should have held on, should have treated me right. Gave you one chance, you don't get it twice. Hey, you. Hey, guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone check out at HeyDaveDon and at King Mavs Forever over on the Veve app. I'm sorry, on the Twitter. You got Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app. Kobe Collects Omi Player 1 over on the YouTube. RateX.ETH domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Tabs Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy to Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes all on the YouTube. And then you got at Wet Wizard Veve and Gary O at 1234CA3 all on the Twitter. So this is kind of a speculation video for Veve, because Alex had said, hey, if you come out of this movie for Doctor Strange, you'll know what Marvel's been hinting at. You'll know what they're trying to do. For anyone that reads comic books, sleeping comics and crypto, they'll know this. Friend Ratfink will know this. I'll go, and before I begin, spoilers for Doctor Strange. So if you haven't seen that yet, probably why there's like 7 people here. You have Doctor Strange going in, and America Chavez just comes out of nowhere. Shima Gorath. It's not Shima Gorath, like that's like a wicked demon, but they don't call it that because I think Universal has the rights to that particular demon. So we don't have that. So it was Shima Gorath, but they just called it something else. America Chavez comes in. She comes from a place where they're just all women. It's kind of like Wonder Woman's Amazon. The Amazonians. They're just all women. So she has 2 biological moms, and she comes in, and the demon that was chasing her was sent by Scarlet Witch, and it was sent by her because she wants to go back to her kids. So we might get a Scarlet Witch at some point. We should get Wiccan and Speed, though. Those are her 2 kids. So we should be getting them at some point. But there's going to be I got to go see it again, play like a drinking game, for every time they say the word incursion. Because incursion is this, how people have like SAT words, or people have like, not SAT, like, like military words, like, oh, behoove. That's a military word. Or, this word is probably one of the most important words in Marvel. What happens for an incursion is that one reality is about to collide with another. That's called an incursion. And if they hit each other, they die. So in the comics, and again, like, I'll continue with Doctor Strange real quick first. They gave us, I was like screaming in my seat a couple of times. Ask Yo Steph about it. There was at one point on the screen, like I said, Jim Halpert. Why? Because yes, they gave it to us. That fan service, that is Jim Halpert. John Krasinski was playing Mr. Fantastic. I was like crying. I was like, it's him. Did a pretty good job, So one of my biggest complaints about Batman v Superman, and I promise this has a point, is that in the Batman in the Superman comics and the Superman show, where Superman does die at one point in the Justice League, you see him fight countless villains. You see him fight countless problems. You see, humanity get questioned. And then we see the Justice League at his funeral, and we can't see that in DC because you kill him in 2 freaking movies. You freaking kidding me? I freaking hate that so much. I love you, Zack Snyder, but my God, you dropped the ball, man. Anyway, they give us Haley Atwell. They give us Captain Carter. And she looks great. Like, she hasn't aged a day in 10 years since or like 11 years since she came out as Captain Carter in Captain America: The First Avenger. In that particular universe, and so the Illuminati in general, which is what they call themselves, and Doctor Strange like the Illuminati. That was kind of funny, but not. So they have, in the typical Illuminati, you got Iron Man, you got Black Bolt from the Inhumans, which I want to talk about. I'll get to that in a second. You have Doctor Strange, you have Mr. Fantastic, you have Namor the Submariner, which we haven't been introduced to yet in the MCU. They have referenced it in Endgame, where what's her name, the head of the black ball lady that was in Walking Dead. I forget the name of those women that are just absolute savages that take on John Walker, who has like a super soldier serum. They take him on, like these guys weren't even super soldiers, and they just wreck them because they're like the most elite warriors that Wakanda has. It was pretty much like the only people I think normal people that could take them is maybe like Shang-Chi or like Iron Fist or something. They are just absolute bananas. Anywho, Namor the Submariner, and when Black Widow's asking her about that, she's like, "All right, there's an earthquake, under the ocean. How are we handling it?" And she says, "It's an earthquake under the ocean. We handle it by not handling it." And that's because they have bad blood, between Atlantis and Wakanda. They're both societies, have hated each other for a long time. A lot of bad blood between Black Panther and Namor. And there's and they play a big part later. But anyway, Namor the Submariner's on the team, and you have Professor X that's on the team. Now, why was Haley, we didn't see Iron Man in there, and, obviously Doctor Strange wasn't in there, his kind of enemy was. Captain America was originally in the Illuminati, and what Iron Man did, Iron Man is such an a-hole. I love you, Tony Stark, I love you, Robert Downey Jr., great in this, but he is such an a-hole in the comics. He's on the wrong side of Secret Wars, he's on the wrong side of Civil War, Secret War, he's just, he makes something called the Avengers Machine, wants to have, kind of like what Ultron, a suit around the planet. They want to have a team of Avengers around the planet, have Captain America, keep him busy. And why they do this is because they have this Doctor Strange or Mr. Fantastic. I forget, one of them go and see, oh, there's another planet coming here. What are we going to do? We should snap it out of existence. Or we should, so they try to get the Infinity Gauntlet, they get all of the Infinity Stones, and they give it to Captain America. Say, okay, you need to make this planet go somewhere else. You need to make this planet go elsewhere. And he says, okay, I'll do it. So he gets like the power of like a god for a second, and he goes to snap that planet, make it go somewhere else, but it doesn't work. So they have to destroy that planet. And Captain America is like, okay, well, what happens to the next planet? I can't be a part of killing whole planets with billions and billions of people. And they're like, okay, well then you're done. And they wipe his mind, and they keep him busy with this like Avengers initiative around the world. So he is on the team for a time, and Secret Wars is like Civil War 2.0, but it involves like multiverse stuff as well, because as this happens, they give Black Panther, he's the next one to get the gauntlet, and what they do is he gets it to try to snap the world out of existence, and he can't do it. And his dad, who had died, his dad comes back and he says, listen, if this world comes into our world, Wakanda dies. I don't care about the rest of the world. You need to step up for Wakanda. And he doesn't do it, so he's banished. Like, he's like, how the next Black Panther that dies and go up, to heaven, Black Panther won't be there. He cannot go into the afterworld to see his father and his grandfather and none of that. So it is like, damn. He banishes him, which is crazy, the sacrifice he makes. So eventually, they decide, okay, now there's no other option. We're just gonna die. And then T-minus, 1 second, 10 seconds plus incursion, plus 20 seconds after incursion. It's like, wait, what happened? And what they did was another universe found a way to go and phase it through. You know how like Vision can phase through bullets or phase through whatever? So we'll probably get the Illuminati. We'll probably get, we already have Captain Carter. And Black Bolt. Black Bolt is someone I want to go back to, because Black Bolt, leader of the Inhumans, who's on the Inhumans? You have Lockjaw, and I'm telling you, we're getting Pet Avengers. Young Avengers, sure, but Pet Avengers guaranteed. Why? Because in the Inhumans, Lockjaw is their dog, and he goes on, and I made a whole video about this already, but he goes on and he says, hey, he digs around one day, finds an Infinity Stone, meets Walter Simonson or Simon Walterson. I cannot remember the variation of that name, but he meets Throg, and he says, "All right, we got to go and get the rest of these because Thanos hasn't finished them. We got to get the rest of them." So they get Lockheed from that's Kitty Pryde's dragon. They get Furball, I think his name is. It gets a cat. It has like super speed, and then they get Aunt May's dog, which is like it's called like Miss Lion. It's like no superpowers, really derpy, and they go back in time to like the Savage Land, which is basically look like Jurassic Park, and they get like a saber-tooth tiger. I forget that one's name. Oh, and they get Redtail from Falcon, from like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm telling you, like we already have Alligator Loki, who was not around during the first Pet Avengers, but I guarantee you he'll be around there because he survives along with Kid Loki. That is coming. I'm telling you, that's coming. Anyway, so we'll probably get the Inhumans, or at least some of them. So yeah, what I don't like about this movie is that they give us Haley Atwell, they give us Charles Xavier, and they played the original '90s X-Men theme when he comes rolling out on his shit. They see me rolling, they hate it, and oh my god, they played that X-Men theme, and I was about to cry. I was like, oh my god, and yeah, they kill all of these people in like 6 seconds. Like, now the good thing about this is that they have this is the multiverse. They go through so many different multiverses, Doctor Strange and America Chavez, and what they do is they say, they go through like a paint universe. They go through Spider-Man 2099 universe. They go through there. They go through a world where I think not the Chitauri, like they go through like alien worlds. They go through a lot of crazy stuff, and they see a lot of crazy things. I don't know why Iron Man wasn't there. Maybe Iron Man had died in that particular universe. But yeah, they kill everyone. They kill Captain Carter. They go and they kill and they don't have like Captain Britain there, which they had mentioned him in the past, but he plays in Secret War, so we'll get him at some point. They didn't have Namor there, but they had Charles Xavier, so we're probably going to get him. The only X-Men we have right now is Storm, probably because she's in Black Panther 2. But yeah, Veve, Marvel's been giving us this stuff on Veve. They gave us Captain Carter, they gave us this. And this is probably what we're going to get. We'll get Charles Xavier. How can you not? That's, one leader's the X-Men. I don't know if we're going to get Black Bolt right away because he's like kind of a lesser known character. I don't think people knew like who he was. Probably get Doctor Strange, Mr. Fantastic we already have, Sue Storm we already have. Now, here's the thing. Mr. Fantastic is part of this Illuminati. Sue Storm does not know. She does not know. And again, I don't really like Mr. Fantastic either because he never tells his wife anything, and he wonders why she leaves him. So anyway, what happens is that what they do is they say, hey, this next incursion is going to come, and it's going to get us. Like our technology is now foolproof, and what they do is they decide they're just going to build a ship. They take Tony Stark, who's like he can multitask, does many things. They try to find a way to stop the incursion, and they can't. So they just build a giant ship, and the giant ship goes, and they say, hey, what are we going to do with this? Who do we decide to take? There's a limited amount of room. So Reed Richards says we need multidisciplined people. Should we take like just an engineer, or an engineer that's also a doctor? Do we take just a doctor, or a doctor that's also a surgeon? Like multifaceted, multidisciplined people. And they take mostly superheroes, and they leave like most of humanity down there. And they go into like Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy rolls in there, Rocket, like, and because they decide that, hey, we're gonna go down there and we're gonna finish this out. And Rocket just calls them idiots. Rocket Raccoon is like, you guys are morons, and Groot agrees. So Thor comes into this, not into Doctor Strange, but he comes into Secret Wars, and we will get him at some point because there's something called the Thor Corps, where there's just a whole bunch of Thors. We're gonna get Jane Foster, because again, Jane Foster plays an integral part of Secret Wars as well, because she gets obviously she's a Thor, and she's able to go and spread doubt on what's called Battle World. Because what happens is you have a couple of people that do survive. You have Miles Morales, you have Thor, you have Hyperion, you have a bunch of people that do survive on the ship, and like the Marvel universe dies, like everything dies, and then suddenly they're all transported to this one world called Battle World, where Victor Von Doom is supreme leader. We already have him, so I'm super excited for that. You can't tell me that this isn't going to be gamified. Why? And why get zombie Captain America? So remember when Black Panther, has the Infinity Gauntlet? He's king of the dead now. Black Panther can summon the dead, and basically what happens is Reed Richards loses Sue Storm. He loses his whole family on this trip because Sue's trying to block. She's trying to make a force field around the Earth, which she does, but the ship loses its integrity. She has to keep that, and basically that's how it dies. So you go on and you have a familyless Reed Richards, and when he gets to this battle world, Sue Storm, not his Sue Storm, another Sue Storm, is married to Victor Von Doom, and they have kids together. It is like, oh! so you always had times where Victor Doom is jealous of like Reed Richards at some point. You have something where Reed Richards is jealous of him at other points, and you have this. Jane Foster is the one that spreads doubt, saying like, listen, there is, in this world, Victor Von Doom says, I am the supreme leader, I am God. Basically he plays God, where he just figured out how to pluck people from different realities and bring them here. And, there's a couple of people that don't really believe it, and Jane Foster's one of them, and she says, you know it in your hearts to be true. He is not the supreme leader. There was other things before him. Where do we all come from? That type of deal. And Victor Von Doom has a lot of, like, I think he has the Ultrons. I think he has the he has all of like the World Breaker Hulks. He's got like the Maestro Hulk. He's got a lot of people at his side. And he's got like Apocalypse. So you have the Thor Corps that finally is like reintroduced to the light. There, and like a whole bunch of them are fighting Apocalypse. And this Apocalypse, like from the 90s, like he is OP. He will jack you up. So he's like taking on all 15 Thors. It's absolutely heckin' ridiculous. So why this is happening? Because Reed Richards goes and he like plans to overthrow Doom. So Victor Von Doom tries to go and send spies to end Doctor Strange, and Strange like kills himself. Or does Doom kill him? Either way. I forget what happens, but Doctor Strange dies and Doom blames it on the new people that are out there. So that's why, like, all of Doom's followers are fighting these new people, which are Reed Richards, you got the Thor Corps now, and the whole fight, he doesn't know about Black Panther or Namor the Submariner, but the whole fight is him calling on the Maestro, like the Hulk, and him going and saying, World Breakers! Go! And then this giant mountain, like off of like a sword or like a shield thing, and they just go and start messing up everyone up until Black Panther with his Infinity Gauntlet goes to all of the dead, and these undead, they're unkillable because they're already dead. They're zombies. So that's why like we have Captain America, zombie Captain America. We're probably gonna get zombie everything because that's most of these people die, and you have the zombie, and that's what Doom didn't see. And Doom's like being overtaken by everything. They get a hold of like all the Hulks. It's absolutely bananas. And even his daughter Valeria, Sue's him and Sue's daughter Valeria says like, hey, yeah, I don't believe you. You're really bad for this. And long story short, it has a lot to do with Owen Reese Molecule Man. I won't tell you how it ends, but all of these people we're probably going to get in Veve at some point. Why? Because they're that's their next like 5-10 years worth of movies. Secret Wars could be its own trilogy. Honestly, Civil War could have been its own trilogy. That could have been like a 10-part series on Netflix, but they didn't have as many characters as they have now. Anyway, let's get this bread. Ask me anything. Energy, what's going on? J8 says, let's go, Chavez. Elmont is waiting, bro. Get it. Vapor Sensei says, hi, Randy. Strange Tales 110 or Marvel Spotlight 5? What's better to say? I don't know. I really like Strange Tales 110. I really don't know too much about Marvel Spotlight 5. And I really like Strange Tales 110. But I also think that, we didn't get... Yeah, we got Star Wars and we got Strange Tales 110, but I think there's another announcement coming. There's probably a couple more announcements coming. We're what? A week into May. We have a lot of stuff going on. Noah Guitar says, America Chavez. Now that's Veve made you famous. How do you feel about them putting a long-haired woman emoji instead of a guy? I mean, she was made in the 2010s. You know, she's very what do you call it? It's a new character. If they need to give her like a brother or like a father, like again, like she comes from a planet with all women, and you know, there's no way I could really be related to her. I wish. I'd love to see what my alternate universe selves are like doing. You know, love to see, like, they probably have short hair. You know, some might be fat, some might be really super fit. You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little chunky myself. I just had like 8 eggs, but yeah, I'd be really curious to see what they're doing. Are we going to get an America Chavez? Probably not. I don't see us getting her. You do see her at the end, like she's trying to become like a sorcerer, you know, waving all the hands, like, oh, look, I made sparks. She's a cute kid. Bill Gardner says, just saw Doctor Strange, pretty epic. Oh, dude, it was great. Like the fan service they gave us but again, all the people they gave us, they killed them. They killed them in like 30 seconds. Oh, yeah, it broke my heart when Professor X ate it. It was like, oh. But dude, it was so good. Ginferno, howdy. Hope you're doing well. Bill Gardner says, watching Doctor Strange, I realized Veve is 100% following MCU, which I remember the Disney CEO said their metaverse would follow along with the MCU. Veve equals Disneyverse? Well, you didn't say that as a question. Oh, the Dora Milaje. That's what they were called. Yes, 100%. I forgot. Amazing Warriors. I listen. I've said this before. I sound like a broken record. People are probably tired of hearing me saying this, but Disney does not make video games. I don't know why they don't just buy Square Enix, because they'd be a couple $2 billion and they can make all the video games they want. That being said, when you have these microtransactions, again, like Pokemon Go, absolutely blew everything else out of the water. Like, it's a free game and it makes billions of dollars a year. Same thing with Fortnite. These microtransactions, they're reoccurring. You release these skins. Like this is what makes Veve so ingenious. It's like Uber and Lyft going out and saying like, yeah, we're gonna make this massive network of cars and everyone's gonna go everywhere. And the freaking morons decided not to track where they're going. And Tesla is like, you know what? I'm gonna make this fleet of cars and we're gonna get all the data, and that's gonna help us build full self-driving. So it's like such a waste where you know, Uber and Lyft had all that data and they didn't do anything with the data. And I feel like other, you know, games, yeah, they're making money, they're making billions, you know, but now you do this with NFTs and you get paid on every single resale. You're getting that 2.5%. You're getting those funds. That's, oh my God. That when they decide to go and market for this, WB will market for them, Sony will market for them, Disney will market for them. It's going to be absolutely bananas. And I've basically heard it from Reese, where Reese said they had to pay for the Veveverse. He would have said like, oh, we have to pay our developers that are developing the Veveverse. He didn't say that. He said we have to pay for the Veveverse. I think that means that we have another company that is going and building our Veveverse. And because everything's being built on Unity Engine now, I think Disney's going to do that same thing. I think they're going to use the same company that we are to build their metaverse. And that's just another interaction. Will they be interoperable? Probably. And Reese said on essentially Crypto Stream that you're gonna have like buy land on Disneyland in the Veveverse. So Jesus man, you know, watch that video with essentially Crypto. At some point he does say there will be Disneyland in the Veveverse. So I definitely think they'll be interoperable, and yeah, they're gonna be. It's gonna be bananas. Like and again, when Reese and Alex are asked questions every now and then, it's like, oh, I don't know, you got to ask this person. So I think that Veve keeps things very close to the chest. I think that they keep things like they don't tell anyone anything unless it's absolutely necessary. So yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people I'll try to say like, oh, OK has inside information. Oh, Randy Chavez has inside information. Guys, we don't have anything. Like like I mean, maybe other people do, and they just don't tell me, um, or maybe they do, and I mean, again, why do I seem to know a lot? It's just because I go over every single thing that they do, and I just put it against everything else. They're like, okay, what is this in reference to? And you can see what's coming. So like I said, Veveverse coming this year. Like, and why are they not doing land sales until next year? I think because they saw what happened with Yuga Labs, and they're like, yeah, well, that can't happen. I mean, even though that wouldn't happen with us because we're on layer 2, I think they want to let a couple of other things go first, and learn from other people's mistakes. So yeah, moving on. Bill Gardner says the entire What If drops: Captain Carter, Zombie, Doctor Strange, both Strange comics, and now American Chavez. 100% Disneyverse. Yeah, I mean it's very possible. Oh yeah, I guess we're getting America Chavez in the comics. I don't. I mean, again, she'll be on the Young Avengers. I don't have time for that. Yeah, I don't have a. So the Young Avengers will be America Chavez. It'll be Kid Loki. It'll be Wiccan and Speed. It'll be Cassie Lang, which is Catherine Newton, and it'll be Hawk. The new Hawk, Kate Bishop. Even though Cassie Lang and Kate Bishop are both 25, and they'll be 30 when the Young Avengers comes out. Like Young Avengers should be like Team Avatar. It should be like teens, but they are well into adulthood. Some of it. It's so weird. Like Haley Steinfeld, Kate Bishop and Catherine Newton. They could literally be like Wiccan and Speed's mom. They could literally be like, I guess they'll have Ironlad on there too, or Ironheart. Yeah, like it's strange when there's that big a gap, and they're both supposed to be young. Anywho, moving on here. By the way, I gotta ask, is America Chavez your cousin or your sister? I wish, man. I wish. Beaker says, I plan on buying and selling 10 Hero digital packs. What's your strategy for when it drops? I don't know. I'm not as well versed in that. I mean, I go into Hero as just a collector. I'm not really looking to flip. I put $50 in there just to buy a bunch of things, because again, most things are under $2. They're very, very cheap. Yeah. So I'm not really going there to look to flip. I honestly, like, a lot of the flipping, that short-term flip probably could have been done already. Now if you try to buy stuff off eBay and try to, it's probably not really worth the time unless you get like Mythic or, whatever. That being said, now that a lot of like the hype has kind of like died down, now's a good time to stack all these, the first appearance of these, first editions of some of these cards, that are $1. My God, go and get them, get a bunch of them. So I just buy and hold. Crazy Dan 420 says, I picked up 2 more secret alligator Lokis off the floor. Oh my, yeah, I know. They were at like $900. What'd you say? You got $839, $849. We've got 3 now. Hodl the lowest mint forever. Good for you, mate. Good for you. I saw that. I just don't have a lot of gems. And like, do I need an 18th alligator Loki, or should I go and complete a golden moment set? I probably should do that. Yeah. Crazy Dan says, now to accumulate all the great deals. I know. I wish I just, I mean, collectibles should definitely go up before Omi does. I just don't. Yeah, it's hard. It's I would. Some of those golden moments. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of these golden moments while we're here. Get out of there. I'll turn off the Wi-Fi because for whatever reason my Wi-Fi doesn't like to open up the Veve app. There's a couple of golden moments that are really like $100. It's stupid. That is dumb. That's dumb. Let's go to the golden moments here, shall we? Go to Disney. The duos, yeah. It's, I think, Cogsworth and Lumiere. And there's only 206 of them. Yeah, it's $104 for Cogsworth and Lemire, and there is literally 2%. There's 2% of them on the market. Flounder and Sebastian, I think, is a little more expensive. Yeah, it's 120, but even still, it's less than 2% of them are on the market. Um, Winnie the Pooh is always going to carry a premium because that guy is, that's 226. But even still, it's Timon and Pumbaa. What is that? 145. Damn, all right. Let's do Chippendale just to see. 53 for that's how many there are left. 245. Yeah, that's a whole. Oh god, that's an amazing set. Anyway, moving on. Bill Garner says, "Wow, Randy, you've read a lot of comic books. I've read a lot of great comic books. There's people that was like that'll follow a story like forever, and they'll follow like 800 issues, and it's just like I can't do that, but I'll read like Civil War, Secret War, like a lot of really good. Jonathan Hickman Avengers, New Avengers are just like some of the best things like ever. Like there are these great. So I feel so bad for people that don't read comic books because these stories are just like, oh my god, they're beautiful. And there's a bunch of stuff that I didn't even go over. Like Hawkeye tells Captain America to kill Iron Man because like they're trying to figure out the nexus point, like what causes these incursions, and they don't know that it's Molecule Man. Owen Reese, they don't know that they just think like, okay, what do we do? We're going to try to get, the Infinity Gauntlet doesn't work. Cosmic Cube doesn't work. Like, they try everything and they tell Captain America is like, you're too dumb for this. Like and Sue Storm like betrays Reed, but then she betrays Captain America. He's old man Captain America in this. And why is he old man Cap? Another MCU tie-in. He's old man Cap because he fights somebody that takes out the super serum soldier from him, so he ages. But in the MCU, obviously he just went through time and he's old man Cap there. But he's old man Cap in the Secret War story, and he's hunting down the Illuminati. Like that is his main mission. That is his goal in life. So I think they could bring Chris Evans back as old man Cap because he's in Secret Wars. It's insane. He remembers that his mind was wiped, and he just, oh my god, it's beautiful. Thor, Hyperion. Oh my god, oh god, great times. Crazy unfortunately is now is the time to accumulate because people are panic selling. Yeah, dude, people are so nuts. I don't understand. I mean, you could tell who's been here for a while, and you could tell, whose first bear market this is. People are, but again, even so, so I was talking to my friend Dan the other day. Was it today? It was yesterday. He's been investing for like 20 years, and he still gets, it's like, oh man, dude, Fed hecked us, bro, and you can see like he's worried. He's got more money than me, like a lot more money than me now because my OMI went down a lot. But so I mean, don't if you're worried, don't think like of yourself as like a blessed person, like, oh god, it's okay to be concerned, and I think that's probably shows that you're human, and I'm not concerned because I know what's going to happen. I know the future, so and other people probably can't see that, if there's, and people are always into like crypto saying, yeah, crypto's used to mooning. There a lot of these moon boy projects, and a lot of them get rug pulled. You had like Schmegmars, you had like Baby Trump, what's his name? Jake Gagon, goes over a lot of that, and half what he go over gets rugged just because like that, you can't really tell all these projects. Not all the team's not fully doxed, and you don't, it's hard. But for me, pick something that's good. You're just buying your favorite things at a huge discount. It's like, let's say if like gas went down, or not gas. Let's say other things went down to super cheap. Okay, you're getting your favorite things at super cheap. When eggs go on sale, like a dozen for $1. Like yeah, good times. Director Wolf Dog says that whole Marvel thing is crazy. Or am I supposed to start with it all? I'm really into manga and anime, but want to start reading it, but don't even know where to start. If you want to start reading, that's hard. I honestly, Sleep in Comics or Comics and Crypto would be really good to ask that. All because there's so many stories. There's two secret. There's Secret Wars in the '80s, which is good. And there's Infinity Gauntlet from years back. I like Secret Wars from like the last 10 years. Like 2013, that was really good. Civil War, but again, you really need to. Civil War features like a Spider-Man that's in his 20s. And oh god, Spider-Man gets hecked up so badly. And this is why I hate Tony Stark, because he continuously always makes the wrong call, and Spider-Man pays a big price for that. Bad times. Spider-Man's they can never let him have a happy ending. Oof, feels bad, man. What was I saying? Dropped something. Oh, it doesn't matter. We got Tony saying, "Hey, Randy, do you think Omi's $1 by 2027?" Yeah, I mean, yes. If you have, again, it doesn't look like it now. But like Randy, we're only like barely $500 million market cap. How are we going to get to $300 billion market cap? Because that's if there's no burns, that's what it would take for us to be a dollar. Metaverse is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. NFTs, same thing. And guess what? We have the best IP for NFTs. All these other stuff, Moonbirds and Bored Apes, and it's. I would rather have 1% of 100 people's power than 100% of my own. Well, maybe not that. Yeah, you know what I mean. You get what I mean. And I say this because a couple people from like Bored Apes, they are all about decentralization. And some of the, but how many people have Bored Apes? How many people outside of crypto and NFTs know what a Bored Ape is? They have no idea. They have absolutely no idea. But everyone, even in Doctor Strange, you had Wiccan and Speed that were watching like a Steamboat Willie cartoon. They were watching whatever Black and White, the precursor to Steamboat Willie. Everyone knows Steamboat Willie. Everyone knows these characters, Winnie the Pooh, and Jesus, man, they did something literally unthinkable that nobody's ever done, ever. No other company has ever done this, and I get it, not just with NFTs, but anything. They just haven't. Batman, Superman, and Winnie the Pooh under one banner. You could have a flea market and video game game stores, whatever. But this type of thing where it's exclusive, dude, there's such a limited amount. There's again, how many billions of Pokemon cards are bought and sold, and how many millions of Pokemon shirts or millions of merch that there is out there. And there's that we don't realize there's so few of these. And why I brought up the percentages of power in people is because masses are going to want centralization, at least part of it. That's what they're used to. People are sheep, and when you have grandma that wants to get a Steamboat Willie because it's cute, you want that part of centralization, because there are scams out there that'll say oh, hey, they'll have an email. It'll look like it's coming from MetaMask, and it'll say oh, hey, there's an update. Click the update, to connect your wallet. Even though meanwhile it's actually in the coding, it'll say drain wallet, and your wallet just gets given to those other people. You think a 60-year-old, happy Mother's Day, by the way. You think a 60-year-old mom and grandma is gonna be absolutely not. Nobody's gonna know what the heck to do. You need that level of centralization to get mass markets appeal. Yeah, are we gonna lose that on some people that have, hundreds or thousands of ETH? Sure, but some of those people are also gonna come into this because they recognize what it is. They recognize what it's going to be. Again, we're not on any exchanges. Well, I mean, not any meaningful ones anyway. There's been no marketing done, and there's no utility, and we're in a bear market. And again, I love this because innovative companies thrive in bear markets and recessions, and we got a doozy of one that we're in right now. They might say inflation's 8%. Well, the price of meat has doubled. The price of eggs have doubled. Inflation, bull heckin' poopy. No way is it just 8%. It's just not. It's in the macro. This is not good. This is, but it's good because this is what capitalism is. You're able to go and get companies that are bad, that like have no utility, that are just like, this is just, every single day I get messages, hey, check out this company, hey, promote this company. I just, and not everything is going to be good because it's an NFT, because it's, on the blockchain or whatever. Most of it is crap. Most of it is god awful crap. Like how many websites that were made in between like 98 and like 2005 are still around today? Not too freaking many. And why? Because most things that were made in the beginning are crap. This is not crap. This is like God. Again, not like, remember when James Barbosa goes and tells Elizabeth Swann, "There's not been a gathering like this in our lifetime." No company has done this with anything in our lifetime, and they did it in a few years. Like, holy crap on a cracker. If I wasn't like, I have a little bit of money that I'm gonna buy some more Omi with. I pretty much buy more Omi every week now. Yeah, it's I'll buy slowly but steadily. So yeah, figure we get down to, and again, I did this in a video the other day. Let's say there's no new users, and they just double the amount of drops we get by next year, and we have, instead of 1 billion, and let's say it goes down to 0.0010, we get cut in half. Instead of going for 1 billion Omi each week, suddenly that's 4 billion Omi each week. And then let's say we double the amount of users. Okay, well, it's 5 billion, or I'm sorry, that's 8 billion Omi per week. If 8 billion Omi per week that we would be burning from the circulating supply, if we go and we get cut in half, and they double the amount of users, and they double the amount of drops that happen. Next. Now, is that going to happen? No, it's not, because are we going to go down for, get cut in half? Maybe. Bitcoin goes down to 20K, sure. Are we going to stay down there? Probably not. If you have a project like this where the whole market cap is 275 million, which is heckin' nothing, Jesus, man. And plus you have Earth 2's Essence, where that's probably going to be like $5. That's probably going to be like $5 per Essence, and I have 35,000 of that Essence. So I have 150,000. You'd be damn sure 50,000, is going to come with me over to Veve. 50,000 for taxes, 50,000 stays in Earth 2, and 50,000 going over to Veve Omi. But again, like, we could probably be a couple cents by that point, because they're not going to release Essence on there until probably Q3, maybe Q4. We'll see. So yeah, I think we would only need to be a $200 billion market cap by 2027, and I think because that'll be well after the next Bitcoin halving, and you have we'll be listed as a metaverse token. Yeah, that would be pretty easy. Bill Gardner says yes, and other companies that's building the Veveverse is Disney. I'm calling it right now. I don't think it would be Disney, because Disney just is not good at making that. I think the company that is building the Veveverse is also building the Disneyverse. I mean, God, I could be wrong, but could you imagine? It'd be nuts. Beaker says, as long as Veve has gaming updates monthly or near that, then it will do great. GT5 and Fortnite never die because they have updates monthly, or at least have something similar to Halo. ODST port, yeah, no, 100%. There's always going to be, it's same thing with Earth 2, always going to be DLC, always going to be downloadable content. Yeah, baby. Always going to be that. Marvel Zombies coming, dude. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more. And again, you have Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. You have Zombie Captain America. God, it would make sense that there's a game. I can't. Again, I could be wrong. Maybe there's no gamification with any of these things. Maybe it's just, but it just seems so. Michael Santiago says, I just got done seeing Doctor Strange. Too much. I know, man. They murdered some of those people, and it's just, bad time. I mean, the way they did it was kind of cool, though. When Thanos turned the Guardians of the Galaxy into like ribbons, she did the same thing with Mr. Fantastic and cut through my Captain Carter. I completely forgot about Monica Rambeau, um, who was this version's Captain Marvel, and she was on there, which she's not in the original Illuminati like at all. So I was like, oh, that's weird. Um, Wendy, hi. Oh, hello, Dashi. Oh, woof. Wendy, so I was coming off of Wendy's stream. She streamed for about an hour, from like 7 to 8, interviewing a couple of pretty powerful women in the NFT Web3 space that have like 30,000 followers on Twitter each. I was like, whoa, congrats to Wendy on getting that group of people. Also, I forgot Cabal. Um, why the other universe Earth didn't collapse into ours is because Namor the Submariner teams up with Thanos and his children, and they go to other universes and they murder them. They go to all the planets that are coming because the multiverse collapsing. All the other planets that are coming to collide with Earth. Namor the Submariner, Thanos, and again all his children and like a couple of other people. I think like Black Swan. They go to those other planets and they just have fun killing all these superheroes, and it's practice for them. It's practice for them because they want to come back and be able to kill everyone. So they go and kill the Avengers, they go and kill the X-Men, they go and kill everyone. It's a massacre, and it's beautiful. And that's why no other Earths hit that, because they get that. Now they don't have to do this. They get something called not like an atom bomb. They get something that's akin to an atom bomb that destroys that Earth, but they don't just destroy that Earth. They go and they murder they straight up gangster murk everyone, and then they blow up the Earth. It's just, oh my god, the Cabal is just, whoo. Moving on. Tony says, when you say collectibles will go up short term, what do you think about how much? I think that before this month ends, Veve Fox did that video saying all of these accounts that are banned due to that gem hack or gem squeeze, whatever, they will get unbanned. And when they do, again, out of the top 20 wallets, 5 of them are currently banned right now. When they get unbanned and you have millions of gems freed up, whoosh, bananas. I don't know by how much. Energy says, bought my 8th Winnie some hours ago. Get it, brother, get it. Rage Allison says, would you sell Doctor Strange to get a Superman? No. And the reason why is because you have that first Batman set that is just the first set ever. Everyone's going to want that. Everyone's going to want that, and probably less than 1,500 people are ever going to get that set. People want that not because the physical Todd and the physical Riso are tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're going to want it because it's the first set. If that wasn't the first set, it wouldn't be nothing. I mean, they'd be cool. They'd be fun to get, but all of these DC statues, they're based off of physical statues, and the physical statues are great. They can go for $100, maybe even thousands, but that Strange comic book goes for tens of thousands. I would much rather, and why I'm not selling my Fantastic Four #1 for a second Walt is because there's no physical counterpart of Walt that you have numbers or data for, but there is for Fantastic Four #1. There is for #5. There is for Tales of Suspense. Like, these comic books are the one of the biggest sleeping giants that we have here. Yeah. So I would not sell Doctor Strange to get a Superman yet. If when that comp people get on, which could take years, go to the moon, you could probably be able to buy a couple of those Superman. What's my average price for Omi? I don't know. I would say probably double where it is now, give or take. Probably like 0.00384, something like that. I don't know. Crazy Dan 420. I'm gonna keep stacking all the collectibles and comics I can till the end of season 3 because they are limited editions, unique, and first appearances. Then I will shift back to staking Omi for a fungible token. Or stacking Omi, I guess you meant. Yeah, it's fair. The first couple of seasons are going to be like relics that, in the future, nobody's going to be able to get. They'll just all be gone. All be gone. You're so quiet and composed. I feel like sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm definitely not. Maverick says, we know that we got next. Get this, bread. Alex says, I got what you mean. I don't see unlicensed stuff having staying power. Maybe a select few because they were the first in the space, like Bored Apes, but it could turn out to be Angry Birds. I mean, Bored Apes will probably always have its day there. You know, people like, you know, why did Harry Potter? Why did he fulfill the prophecy and not Neville Longbottom? Because they chose it to be Harry. Why did Charizard first edition base set get all the value when it wasn't the first Charizard? It wasn't even the second Charizard, because people gave it that value. Was that a question again? I had a point to this. Oh yeah. What the reason why Bored Apes have it is because people choose to give it. There's, I mean, yeah, you could party with like celebrities, you know, by getting that. Outside of that, yeah, I'd like to party with celebrities once. You know, maybe I'd once, and maybe that's about it. I don't know if I'd be able to go and do that all the time. That I feel like that could get like really crazy. Moving on. Alex says hyped for a few years and then it dies. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that's what Angry Birds was. He says, "Holy crap on a cracker." Yeah, I know, I know. Wes says, "You're the Omi goat. It will be fun to party when Omi moons. 100%. Plan to have a couple of them. It's gonna be great." Dog Boy says, "Howdy, Randy." Hello, Dog Boy. I hope you're doing well tonight. Viker says, "How do we see how many essence on Earth 2 we have?" Yeah, sure. I will let you know in T minus a couple of seconds. So I'll just go to my profile. No! Okay, so it signed me out again because like up there it usually says, but now it says like login. It's that they sign people out like every 2 days. It's stupid. You would normally be able to see your essence. Like again, it says like verified user that I am, so I don't know why it's always logging me out. But you'd be able to go to your profile and then you'll see the essence over there. Yeah, I can't even go into. I have a 2FA thing which I can't get to right now, but yeah. But you'd be able to see it once you click your profile up there. It would show up on one of those things. But don't confuse it because you have your net worth, you have your essence, and then you have like money in game, I think. So yeah. What's up, Orange Bag Lady? How's it going? Evening. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. When Superguy says no spoilers, the first like half hour was just all spoilers. It was just all stuff for the MCU, all stuff for, yeah. ML says that was very Invincible like when Omni-Man killed the Soups. I am trying to. I didn't see Invincible, but in the not battle. Yeah, it was in Battle World. The Thor Corps is told to go and investigate a new ship that just came out of nowhere, and they do. And old Thor tells like younger Thor, he's like, "Get back! Get reinforcements! Get reinforcements!" Why? Because he just he gets hit with a spear and spear through the head and he goes down. And why that's important is because the Cabal comes off the ship, Thanos comes off the ship, and they're ready to wreak havoc, and they want to go and take power away from Victor Von Doom, and they want to do that because they have a not because they want to help Mr. Fantastic, but because Thanos has had the Infinity Gauntlet and he used it to like judge people, and Victor Von Doom used it to like not do that. So he thinks of Victor Von Doom as a false god. So he's like, I'm still the Mad Titan, and he goes in and he's getting ready to fight Victor Von Doom, and Von Doom just in one thing just rips out his heart and just turns him into a skeleton, and it's like, bananas, absolute bananas. When Supergirl says, "Thank you, Randy. Empowered women empower women. They are amazing. I love how they were into charity, and how one of them that was doing a charity project, the another one helped her with it. I thought that was really cool. They seem like they would be good peeps to have in your corner." Moving on. ML says, looks like they're heading towards Avengers Secret Wars in 3 to 4 years. They have so much they have to set up, though, beforehand. Like, they have a lot of things that they got to go and do. Because, again, they have to form the Illuminati, which we saw multiverse. But, again, because they introduced the multiverse and they killed everyone that they showed us, I think that other versions of them will come out. Like, oh, hey, a version of Captain Carter died, or a version of, these people died, but other versions of them could probably come back. Yeah. ML says, looks like they're, I just read that. Mr. Beast 1.0 says, if Omi at 0.1 this year, then why buy more? Well, if it's going to go to 10 cents, then yes, of course. But it should not go to 10 cents this year. That'd be a $30 billion market cap. That'd be a lot. And I'm not saying that won't happen at some point. Of course it will, but just not this year. Not in the midst of a recession. I think that it'll reach 1 cent. It'll probably reach... What would it reach? Yeah, I did put it down to 3 because we are not supposed to have land this year. I might bring my thing down to 2 cents this year because now we're in the middle of a recession, which I don't think I was planning either. When Supergirl says, I agree, collectibles are at the moment speculative, meanwhile comics are not, and you can find value in the physical world. Yeah, that's why I got that Fantastic Four #1, and I'm not letting that go. If it goes up to like 25K, I might sell it. Then you have like 22,000 gems. Oh, hey, what can I do with this? You could do a lot with that. So, yeah. There'll be a lot of buying. Aspen the Dawn says, sometimes when I change Ether to Essence, it does nothing to my Essence balance. It's normal. Depends how much you get. If you're getting like, 10 Ether a day, it might not. Like, I get like 100-something Ether a day, and I get less than half of it. Let's say I get like 150 Ether. I'll get like a third of it. I'll get like 48 Essence. So it's really not a lot that I'm getting. Like back in the... So my friend Arya Realty was literally getting like 7,000 Essence a day when it first started. Then it went down to 6 and 5 and 4. And now he's only getting a couple hundred Essence a day. So he's only getting like 4x what I'm getting. He's getting a couple hundred Essence a day. I'm getting like 50, give or take. Really depends. But yeah, if you're only getting, like 20 Ether or whatever, there's a chance you might not get anything. And again, that's part of the burn. Bill Gardner says, I haven't noticed that Veve follows the DCU, like the MCU, seems unique to Marvel. Yeah. And I think that's very good. Well, one, because the DCEU is a total mess. But also because, you have Ezra Miller that's like attacking people in Hawaii. You have Amber Heard that's literally pooping in beds and on trial and literally doing bumps of riding the white horse while she's on. Oh my God, it's just bananas. Like the balls on her. My God. But yeah, I think this is really good. Like the next stuff that we'll see, I got to do videos on all the next Marvel stuff now because I know it's coming. It's gonna be amazing. Noboy says, why do you think Batman Black and White Season 1 are dropping so much? Picked up Becky Cloonan for $580 yesterday. Was that a mistake? No, listen, that is going to be one of the biggest sets on Veve because that's the first. It might take a while, but that is the first set. That will never change. That will never change. That is the first Batman on the blockchain, first set on Veve. That's got a lot of layers to it. And you have an error on there too. Riso's not supposed to be a first edition, and they kept it. So that's an error as well. So that, again, a lot of different things making that collectible to a lot of different people. Yeah. Where was I here? But yeah, I think anything that's picked up right now, regardless of what it is, probably a good investment. Now, could it go lower short term? Yeah, absolutely. If let's say they announce something, let's say they announce like Vader next week or next 2 weeks, and those accounts that are banned, if they're not unbanned and there's nobody to pick up that slack, there's nobody to buy that dip, then you're going to see these drop even more. Now, how much more can you drop? When you have something like, some things are going less than like, some things lose like 80%, like the Elektra commons. So first appearance, And I get it, she doesn't look that good, but that's a first appearance, and she's going for like $10. That is 80% off retail. It's nuts. Now I get it, that was a blind box, that wasn't gonna be anything, but yeah, that's absolutely heckin' ridiculous. When you have stuff like that, when you have common alligator Lokis going for half a retail, when you got so you have an ultra rare animated Loki, that is a first appearance, that is animated, ultra rare, and it's going for less than retail. There's no other ultra rare in Marvel that does that. No other ultra rare in Marvel, even stuff like Throg that's not animated, even stuff like the Marvel Mighties that are not animated. All of the ultra rares are higher, and not all of them are first appearance either, and not all of them are animated. So got to take a look at that. Like that, I think all of them are first appearance, except for Sue Storm. But Sue Storm doesn't she's not part of that because she's not first appearance, even though she is animated. Yeah, everyone else like Gilgamesh, Thena from Eternals, they have more mints than ultra rare alligator Loki. They're not animated and they're higher than that. That is and their original thing was like $13. So that's like a 10x from its retail price. This is stupid. That's why I have 1% of them. That's moving on here. Where was I? I think the amount of followers you have will matter in the future. Maybe being able to rent while we are finally being able to game with gamification viewers. Yes, I've had people. I've listed things not really to sell them, just to see what happens when the floor gets bought up. Maybe I'll raise it. I didn't even get the chance to. People said like, "Oh, I saw your thing and I bought it. I don't care that I had to pay 10% more than the floor. It was yours, so I bought it." I was like, "Oh, that's what's happening." So the only thing I have now that nobody would buy, probably, is that secret rare alligator Loki. It's the only one that is sub 100. Things like number 81. I listed for $10,000. When secret rare alligator Loki goes to like 4,000 again, I will put that to like $25,000. Because that's at that point that would be a fair buy. And that would be like, oh hey, it's Randy Chavez's, that's a fair buy, because the sub 100s usually sell for 2.5x of what the floor of the secret rares are. So I would go and change it at that point. But if somebody buys it now, again, if you buy that now, you could literally buy like 4 or 5 other alligator Lokis. I don't know why you wouldn't just do that, but I mean, because that's what I would do. If you buy mine for 10K, I'm going to buy at least 3 alligator Lokis, if not 4. That goes, maybe that would be smart, because you're going to raise the floor by buying. You get one of mine, that all the ones that I buy are never going to be sold. Again, what I sold my secret rare Captain America, I sold my secret rare Storm, Deadpool. I sold a bunch of my secret rares for that partner statue. Did not sell my alligator Lokis. Not the commons, not the ultra rares, not that. So that if I get 10K, I'd probably get about 9K in gems. Like half of that's going into more Lokis. I'd buy like the bottom 4. It goes back up to like a $1600, $1,800 floor, and the ones that I get are going to be locked up. So that'd be another 0.5% of it. That I think now we have over 15% of the secret rare alligator Lokis locked up. You get close to 16% locked up if that were to happen. And yeah, I think that anyone like me, Taps, K, Dan Lee, be like, hey, I'm putting on a special where I'm renting out all of these for, super low prices, and people do it. Like, I'd rent out all my NFTs for $1. Why? Because then I'd be making $300 something a day. Like for a day. I would even go as far to say, like, you know what? I'll rent out all my collectibles for $1 for 5 days. Why? Because that is, over the course of 5 days, let's say times by 6, 30 days, that's still like $1,800, like a month. That's Zach R, thank you for the super chat, saying introduce a large fry from McDonald's to your face. Oh, that sounds so good. Dude, I remember Burger King. This is where like the food wars started. Burger King had a commercial like 20 years ago. Burger King fries, which are better than McDonald's fries, and they're just like, oh my god, no, they didn't, because of course they weren't. McDonald's fries are like the best. Plus to collect calls at 99 cents. That's a lot you can do with $1 these days. There's a lot you can do with $1 these CALATT, dial down the center. So great. Dude, McDonald's has the best, what do you call it? The best breakfast, dude. Hash browns. Then you got McGriddles. I'm so hungry. I just had 8 eggs. I'm so hungry. All I had today was a protein shake, maybe like 8 ounces of meat, and like, and just I'm gonna make a protein shake after this, maybe before this is over, if I stay here long enough. Who knows? Zachar, I love you, man. I hope you're doing well. You're my homie, and I heart you. I appreciate you. It's a heart, right? It looks like a butt. Anyway, where was I here? So yeah, I think I would try to make these the cheapest to rent out, and of course, renting out my wall, I could probably, if that has utility, could probably rent out, like $50 a day. Like whatever it is, whatever the going rate is, I will try to be cheaper. Now, granted, if you're renting out, let's say for $1 for the day, if you're renting that out, you'll probably get, I don't know, maybe half of that, 75% of it, whatever. Well, why? Well, because Veve's got to take their cut as well. They're probably not going to take 50%. They might take like 5%, whatever. Fine, take whatever you want. If I'm getting 9, I'll still get 300 because I have 368 collectibles, something like that. I'd rent again. Why would people rent out? Like if they don't want to spend, $40 on something, or 50, I rent out my ultra rare Ben Riley. There's literally 18 of them on the market. There's only 616 of them. And you need that to get an achievement, or he's just really fun to play with. Yeah, you're not gonna buy him for like, he's only worth like $2,900 now. But in the future, like you're not gonna buy him for $5,000 just to play the game. You're gonna rent him out. Rent him out all the time. I'll rent, $1 a day. YOLO, let's do it. Again, like I said, even $1 for 5 days, that just gets you. If you have 300 collectibles, $1 for 5 days, average 30 days a month. Again, what does that get you? That gets you a nice $1,800. Even if they take 10%, okay, that minus the 180, that gives you $1,620. That gives you an extra $1,620 a month. That's rent. My rent is only $1,400 a month. If I can do that, that's rent. And like, Jesus, man, like, oh my Jesus, oh my Lordy. Yeah, I think having a lot of followers. Now, I only have 1,000 followers on the Veve app, but I got 8,000 subscribers here. I got 10,000 on Twitter. Not too bad. Orange Bag Lady is very off topic, my dude, but I need to know, which Spice Girl are you? Oh, I think which Spice? I love Baby Spice. She's the blonde one, right? Yeah, but I would say Sporty Spice. Because I think I it might not look like it right now, but girl, was I hot back in the day. I'm trying to get there again. I would say Sporty Spice. Just I was running this morning, and I was doing some sprints, trying to build up those quads, trying to build up my wind, and it was good. I had a good time. It was fun. I can't wait to be seen as like the athletic guy again. Oh, he works out. Oh, he's really lean. Also, Orange Bag Lady, if you are here, I have to show you something. It is, oh my God, I have to show you guys that too. But it was me literally 1 month and 2 days ago on April 6th. I was a chunky boy, and that was me 2 days ago. So I getting there, slowly losing weight. But now that I had, you guys are about to see something that nobody else has seen in quite a long time. I was a lean boy back 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I was like 18, 19. Always talking about food, feast day, celebration of feast. I found that before. I was like, oh, I got to screenshot this. Anywho, Sizzle Boy says, how? Hey, I'm new to this. Hi, Sizzle Boy. What do you need? Ask me a question, and the great Chavez shall answer you. Ask away, AMA. Mr. B says, any more web access invites since the first round? Any KYC requests from Veve? No, I wish there was. And the other one was, are we going to make June MTL? Honestly, I think Omi to NFT before anything, and Omi to NFT. They said Q3, so we got, let's say, April, May, July. Honestly, we might not get Omi to NFT until September because they said Q3. It was supposed to be this quarter, but probably gonna be Q3. It might be till September. I don't know. Um, when it comes, it comes. I don't know. We shall see. But the web app is very nice. They would want to roll that out before anything, and they 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 have their best interest too. Why? Because suddenly they don't have to eat the 30% fees anymore. I'll eat a lot less. So are we gonna make June MTL? I don't know. Honestly, I think we get Omi to NFT before that because that's the thing they're focusing on most. Carlos Castrojon says, fact check. Huang Dong first came up with the idea for Netflix limited series Squid Game in 2008, but it would take him 10 years to see it come to fruition. Oh my god, yeah, patience is definitely key. That's amazing. Wow, I can't believe that wasn't greenlit. They were greenlighting everything back in the day. Maybe it was too dark. I don't know. But if they greenlit Black Mirror, I don't know why they wouldn't greenlight Squid Games. Great show. Also, do you think it's possible to have blue chips that appreciate over time and hold their value long term and don't really follow the market? Yes, but that could take a while. Again, I've seen that in Pokemon. I've seen that in other high end collectibles. It's like what happens to the people of each classes in a recession. Well, the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. It's just the middle class that really gets affected a lot. The same thing with collectibles. The grails stay grails, they stay expensive. Crappy cards stay crappy cards. It's the middle cards that are like hundreds or even thousands of dollars that'll go and take a deep dive. But just this is so new. Veve's not mature enough yet, and the people that are buying are nowhere near mature enough yet to go and let that happen. People just FOMO in at the wrong time. They sell their back. Like it's so weird how they buy when things are up and they sell when things are down. I will never in my life understand that at all. Yeah. So I would say, okay, buddy. I would say that in response to your question, that will happen. That could just take a while. Says, correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't Bored Apes appreciated over time and held its value? Yes, it has. That is like a specialized little marketplace there, and they've been around for a while. Veve just hasn't been around that long yet. It's got to build up a mature audience before that happens. Just wondering, some of these pieces will have art pieces where they have value and retain value, don't really crash if it's highly sought after item. That Patrick Hughes art, that is only going to go up over time. Now, you might have some short gem squeezes here and there. There'll be some peaks and valleys, but that dude is not going to live forever. That dude is like 82 years old, not long for this earth. And when he dies, that's going to be bananas. Art in general is a lot. I wish I can get that set. Maybe one day. So just wondering if some of these prices will be up. There, just read that. But yeah, you're going to get more art. You're going to get one of ones of art. If you get a Banksy of art and they have, like Omi to NFT at that time, and they choose to oh my God, it's going to burn so much. It says, when any company announces digital land for metaverse, that company experiences hypergrowth, aka E2, Illuvium, Sandbox. I think once they announce Veveverse, Omi is easily going from 0.01 on its way to 10 cents. It's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. I think that can happen as well. So we shall see when it happens. Electra. Yes, Electra. Bill Gardner says they announced land for sale. It's on its way to 30 cents. Just, I mean, you could, if this becomes, again, we're in a recession right now, but if you have something that, like this, that in 2024, 2025 bull market, and you have, this becomes like a meme coin and FOMO comes in, you could see this go into like $100 billion market cap, because this is not just any crap company. It's not just any crap, whatever. This has like the craziest IP on it. It's nuts. Everyone's going to be partnering. Everyone already wants to already. Okay. just cracking my back, cracking the stuff there. So when that happens, let's say we're down to 250. What is a 30 billion market cap look like at 250? Well, it's only about 11 or 12 cents, so that's actually not that bad. Yeah, 30 cents at 200 billion OMI. Let's say 250 billion OMI. That'd be a lot. That'd be that'd be an $80 billion market cap. Now, again, do I believe this should be better than Doge and Sheep? Yes, of course, absolutely. People will see that at some point. We need a lot to happen though before that happens. Super duper Hank. Hey Randy, how's it going? Actually heading to a meeting right now with somebody from the mafia. I'm going to ask for a helicopter for him while he puts a lien on my home for $200,000 for Omi. Oh my god. I hope that's a joke. They will take your knees out, and they will. Oh my god! If you don't pay that, I mean, you only live once, right? I mean, I can't give financial advice. Would I personally do that? Probably not. But 200K. I mean, when do you have to start making payments on that? Is what I would be kind of concerned with. Is when you need to start making payments, the interest rate, and what happens if you don't make payments. Is it just like break your thumbs, basically out to the knees? They like set your house on fire and get the insurance money? Uh-huh. Thank you, Zach R, for that super chat. So I can introduce a large fry from McDonald's to your face. Plus the collect calls at 99 cents. There's a lot you can do with a dollar these days. 100%. Dude, large fry from McDonald's sounds so good right now. I'm so hungry. Oh, where was I here? Oh, okay. Hang on, guys. I got a thing here that I'm trying to do with someone. The head of okay. Oh wait, I misread that. Their licensing department. I'm trying to get something to Veve. Thanks, Dogboy says thanks, Randy. You're a beast at answering everyone's questions. Very much appreciate your insight and dedication. Of course, I think that's my job. Help clear things up, give opinions and whatnot, and then go from there. Tamara Hanna says, would you rather have the entire set of season 1 Batman or the partner statue if you did not have any then currently? So the first thing that came to my mind is that DC is being very loose with their IP. They are flooding the market with their IP. So many NFTs. People, even on Veve, there's so many that people might not know where to go. Like, how many statues of Batman do we have, and how many of Aquaman? How many of John? We have Hawk Girl, we got Wonder Woman, we got Superman, but there's no Green Lantern, there's no John, no Aqua. Like you don't have like the Justice League there, but you have so many of Batman, and there's so many other great stories they can go along with, like Green Arrow. That's an integral part of many stories. I think that Oliver Queen's so cool. When he gets older, he loses his arm. It's just bananas. So I do worry about DC because I think they can get bought out at some point because they are not doing well. They are not, DCU is not what Marvel is. That's a different beast. But that first set though is, my God, it was a hard one. There's so few, especially that reso. There's so few of those reso. And if you're going to want the set, you're going to need a reso. Well, I sold reso and some other things to get the partner statue. So what that's what I did. I sold that to get partners, so I did trade. Probably partners. Yeah, that's probably what I would get now. Even though that, I mean, that's a case for there's a case for both, but partners will probably do better. Just because Dr. Profit probably has a bunch of, Riso. I know he does. Riso and Todd and the other stuff, but it's got 350 of the partners, and yeah, so I got to get a shirt that says "Do what Dr. Profit does." Richard's TP says, if you could rent the NFT and have it available within TikTok or Snapchat, it'll be great use. That's another good call. I didn't take a picture of that. I didn't even think of that. That's a, ooh, okay, hang on. Okay. Why is that important? Let me X out of all this stuff here. X out of that, X out of that. No, I X out of something I didn't want to, which is fine. Let me just get this Wi-Fi back on. I was going over with, I think it was NFT Pirates, saying, hey, this is going to be I did a video on it the other day where I think Disney partnering with like Meta, or was it Neontic? Yeah, Neontic is the one that is going and saying, hey, you know how on your phone you can see an NFT? You can see, your Bulbasaur over here. Well, they're going to come up with a shared space so that every single Oculus, every single AR glasses, whatever, they all share the same space. What you see, they see. So if you can put your wallet out on display, like it'd be people that have these glasses go and say like, oh, this person has, and you could probably limit it to make it private, or you can go and just flaunt it all out there. And you probably scroll through this person's Secret of Spider-Man, this person has Bored Ape, this person has a Moonbirds, this person, yeah, 100%. If you could rent that and just, again, Instagram is going to allow NFTs. Instagram is owned by Meta. Guarantee you they're going to allow us to have it. I guarantee you, we get on Instagram. Twitter did it already. My profile picture is a fiche, so Twitter did it already. They will have that on Instagram as well, and Instagram will be. They will both probably integrate us at some point. That will be interoperability, and if you can do that, like how many people are gonna go and make a TikTok of themselves with a $50,000 thing, and they could just rent it? My God, that's gonna be beautiful. Yeah. Let's say Dr. Profit puts on a party for only people that hold wallets, and let's say, well, I'm not gonna be in there. I'm busy that night. How much would you pay for that? Pay hundred. You'd pay hundreds of dollars to rent that wall for 24 hours. Just you can show it. Hey, got the wall, and get on there. That'd be nuts. People would pay hundreds of dollars for that. I would like if I didn't have one. Let's say he has one like for reso holders. Like, hey, anyone holds a reso, party at my place. You can only get in if you have a reso. And do I want to pay $8,000, or do I? Yeah, I'll go. Go in there for like $100. Rent that out. Oh God, yeah. Oof, oof, oof. Maybe I should do that with alligator Lokis. Maybe. Where was I? James White says, say we get all the major catalysts for price during the bear market. Think it's possible to have a big rise in price during the next bull run? Oh, easily. Easily. Because so I've told my Pokemon friends or my Pokemon constituents the last couple of years, like the price is what you pay for the card, but the value is what you get. And that can be taken on many different levels. But the price you're paying for a partner statue was 50,000 gems. Then it was 30, then 25. Now it's 10,000 gems. That's just the price. The price is going to change, but the value is always going to be there. The value is always going to be I guess, whatever it's tied to it, whatever the utility is. So I reread that question here. just because we be in like a bear market, it's only for so long. The value of the first of these on the blockchain, Deadpool, Storm, Captain America, Spider-Man. Oh my god, dude, people, as crazy as I go insane for Pokemon stuff, people do that for Spider-Man. There are a lot of nerds in New York that, yeah, it's like that's where Spider-Man comes from. It's coming from Queens. Why do people like it's just mm, Captain America's loved world round, like world round. Same as Spider-Man. This is a no brainer in my opinion. So yeah, a lot of those, the value of the first of these on the blockchain, it's going to be massive. That again, it's collector's app. Getting the first of everything is crucial. Da, 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 da. So definitely big rise. Alex says, "Let's go get those results." Wait, what results? What results were we talking about 14 minutes ago? I forget. Hey, look, Wendy's live on Instagram.
Hey, I'm just because why not? I ate a burger.
Coming at you live from YouTube.
Hey, Randy.
Hey,
Joseph. Hey, Lupita.
She said, "I ate a burger."
How are you guys? I'm so tired. I just wanted to say hi because it was a good day.
I do not want to be in this live video.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone from Wendy. They say hi.
Randy, you have to join me here. Hello.
But I'm live.
Guys. I know, Joseph.
I'm just going to X out of there. Oh, I just stumbled on a Nature is Metal video. Oh, God. These dingo dogs. Oh, my God. That was savage. Dude, Nature is... Oh, my God. This thing was alive like 5 seconds ago, and they just... Oh, I wish I could show... All right, so Nature is Metal on Instagram. Oh, my goodness. That video was posted 8 hours ago. That thing was literally... All right. Oh, hey, it's alive. It's moving. And its head is gone. Oh, my goodness. Nature don't give a Nature do not give a fudge. Nature do... Okay, so I'm going to go and do something here. I'm going to request that everyone smash that like button. Oh, yeah, smash that like button. Oh, who's that underneath it? Hey, it's Mark Hun saying top 5 must holds for long term on the Veve. Love that. I missed that, man. Comment down below if you missed Mark Hun. So let me Okay. Where am I at here? Big 1400 says, much love, dude. How old is Dr. Profit? I don't know. I don't know. Probably in his 40s. I would say 40s. I mean, yeah, I could see him being a little bit older. Than me, anyway. I don't mean that 40s is old. My girlfriend's in her 40s. But yeah, I don't know. Andrew G says, have you considered intermittent fasting? I do intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, for those that don't know, is when you fast for at least 12 hours every day, and you just eat your calories within a 12-hour period. I take it a little further. I usually fast for about 14 hours a day, and I'll eat within like a 10-hour period. Like I didn't eat until, what was it? Maybe like 1:30 today. So maybe like 2. I forget when I ran. But that was that. And, after my run, I had a protein shake, and then a few hours later, I had some eggs. A few hours later, I had some, I had some meat, then I had some eggs. So as long as I finish my meal before 1:30 this morning, my last meal is just going to be a protein shake. It'll be really quick. I'll do that probably when I'm done here, unless I go for another, like hour or two, and then I'll have it on stream. Orange Bag Lady says, yeah, dude, get them gains, but don't be letting yourself get too hungry though. I mean, it's hard to know where the line is, because I am fat, and you're fat people are just hungrier. We're just hungrier, like, all the time, and it's hard to know, like, am I hungry because my fat wants it, or am I hungry because my body needs more nutrition? So it is hard to tell the difference between that. But as long as I take vitamins, and as long as I'm getting like 2,400 calories a day, and it's from like lean meats, it's from eggs, from like kale and broccoli and cauliflower, then that's as long as I'm getting proper nutrition and it's from good places, it's probably fine. Um, I don't really do crash diets. I don't think that really works. Or if it does, it's very, very short term. Um, Lord of the Realm says, I feel you, Randy. I used to be toned and in great shape, but boy, oh boy, did I fall off the wagon. Trying to get into shape again so I can cosplay as Goku once more. Dude, get it. Get it. You cosplay as him? I'll cosplay as King Vegeta. I actually have a King Vegeta cosplay. I will show you. Um, oh, man, I don't even know if it... Because it's from way back in the day. It's from... I think I have it on Facebook. So when me and my friend Erica were dating. See friendship. We definitely have the pictures. I'm just gonna come on, come on, come on, come on now. Touch. It is actually our 8-year friend anniversary. Hey, here it is. First one. Yeah, King Vegeta. Oh, represent. Oh yeah, get that bread. Get that bread. Um, First time ever dating a redhead. Anyway, moving on here. That was also like 8 years ago. Jesus. Cosplay is my motivation to get back in shape, dude. I feel like people don't recognize. Oh, you recognize I'm on the front. Sorry. I like Shine Down. Yeah, I feel like people don't recognize that can be a really good motivation. Yeah, if like Girl Breaks Your Heart, good motivation. Thank you guys for 50 likes. That means the world. Yeah, people don't recognize that motivation. Richard TP says I'm going 90% comics and 10% collectibles through Veve. Yeah, that's fair. That'd probably really pay off long term. In 2016. Let me see if I have it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but in 2016 I started at like 170 pounds, maybe 173. I got up to 196 on deployment, and then yeah, it was amazing. I don't know if I'd be able to find it, but it was beautiful. And then I lost all that weight to go to San Diego Comic-Con in 2017. Then I gained it all back for New York Comic-Con in 2017. It was just, a few months later, it was just, it was definitely not healthy. Oh, I gotta delete that one. I have a really fat picture that I took on April 14th that I might show people at some point, but it was not good. It was really bad. Let's see, it was probably in September. No, maybe it was in September. I was still in Kuwait, or I was not in Kuwait. I was back in the U.S. by that point. But there's a picture. Here's a picture of me playing I was deployed, some type of Oculus thing. I got to play with it. That was really fun. I was in the passenger terminal, I think. Oh my god. Here's me from 2010 in my first apartment. I had a Pokeball clock. That was the first apartment Chavez. It was 2010. That was great. But anyway, moving on. What do we got here? Are we getting more drops per week? We will. Yes. Yeah. The drops should increase to. We should get a drop every day, but by the end of the year, we'll have a drop every day. It'll just never turn off. And on top of that, see, this is what I would love to be. I would love to be this Batman. This Bruce Wayne. Get that bread. Get that bread. Get him. But I would want to be. I don't know. Yeah, at some point they'll also put in different times as well, because they really cater to America right now. Europe, Australia, they kind of get hecked a little bit. Europe not so bad, but definitely Australia. They go and they get hecked a lot. They get a lot of they have to wake up at like 1 a.m. or something for the drops. So they're probably gonna have drops like 12 hours apart. Maybe every 8 hours they'll have something like that. I think that's something that would happen as well. So you're gonna see that. And you might also see some drops that are only available in like Australia or only available in wherever. And you wouldn't see drops in, oh my God. I forget when, I think this was in like 2014 or 2015. Got a little bit of a belly still. Wasn't 100% there, but man, that was good. Um, should have warned y'all before I showed myself shirtless. I'll try to get back there. I probably can. I'll probably be able to. All right, moving on here. Jerry Claus says recession. What do you think of Alex? Laughing. Can't laugh at the recessions. What do you think of Alex Jones? I used to be Mr. Conspiracy Theory, political guy at the party in like mid 2000s. Oh, like 2006, 2007, 2008, and then I didn't like get over it. I was like, nothing's gonna change, and like people always saying like, oh hey, don't go to what do you call it? Buy silver. There's shortage on silver. People have been saying that for like 15 years. Don't trust the dollar. And is the dollar losing spending power? Abso-heckin-lutely. Abso-heckin-lutely. Federal Reserve does not do good stuff. But like, how much has silver gone up? There's a lot better investments. Like, it's always good to have like a bug out bag, have like a place just in case. But I don't know. A lot of the stuff that Alex Jones said though was true. A lot of that stuff was true, and it's just very hard to, like when he says different things, it's like, man, it seems so crazy, and then it's not. That was me, like, kind of in 2019, really getting back into shape, and this is me, like, late 2019, early 2020, where I was just yoked AF. Oh my God, that was, like, my favorite Chavez. Moving on. Alex says, Randy, you should do nothing but conspiracy podcasts one of these days. I have had those in the past. Okay, here it is. This is me in late January or early February of 2016. Stupid lean. Here's me in August of that same year. Yeah. Daddy Chavez was doing some lifting. Daddy Chavez was eating. Daddy Chavez was doing a lot of, again, that's in January or February of 2016. And this is in August. Just being absolute yoked AF. That was the strongest I ever was. I was benching like 265. It was insane. Okay, moving on here. Yeah, so I have had stuff like that before. Well, I've had people on, to talk. Me and Pags have talked about that. Me and oh god, I forget his stage name. King Tech Ops have talked about that on our streams. But with Arya Realty, we can go hard. We can go hard with that. Maybe I'll have like a conspiracy podcast on. I don't know. I need to get someone on that's really into it, and I'll let you know. Tamara Hanna says, "Do you think Patrick Hughes will do an airdrop?" I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. I wouldn't expect it, but if it's a happy surprise, it's a happy surprise. I would expect him to do more stuff. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool. Super Duper Hang says, "Hey Randy." No, I'm kidding about the mafia thing. I'm crazy, but not that. Okay, thank God. Thank God you are not that crazy. Because that was, I mean, if you were going to do it, I'd be like, all right, man, YOLO, just make sure you make those payments. In fact, even take more, so this way you have a little bit extra take. And again, if you do that and this gets cut in half, I'd be like, oh, big oof. Raven says, Randy, imagine Disney had Veve kiosks at Disney where patrons would be able to cast their Veve Disney NFTs onto a large screen where others at the park, I'd share with others at the park. Oh, dude, that would be great. I would love that. They might do something like that. They could do something like that. I don't know. No, just doing a stretch. They could definitely do something like that. Excuse me. Alex says, question on the Batman Series 1 set. Oh God, I'm dying. Why does everyone say Todd was the first Batman? Didn't 4 of them drop at the same time? So it would all be the first drop. Is just because Todd has first appearance on FE. I think he was just the first one that was minted. So the first one that was minted is just the first one that was minted. There wasn't the other ones were just minted after, so he was the first appearance, and that's why. Partners 93 says that Alex Todd was minted first. Yep. Alex says people make it sound like Todd dropped first though, and that one was the very first. Yeah, that Todd was minted first. He's on the blockchain. Alex says, got it. Thanks, mate. Makes more sense. Pixel Pudding says, hi, Randy. What's up? What's up, Pixel Pudding? I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going well for the Pudding Pixels. Alan Savin says, using that logic, just Spider-Man common is first appearance, and Secret Rare is first edition, and stupid. Well, we don't know, though. And again, they are separate. They're separate Batman. The Spider-Man they were all Peter Parker, and they didn't tell us which ones were minted first. But these were separate Batman. They were different artists. So they had one be first appearance and one whatever, So that's why it makes sense for Spider-Man and not for Batman. Alex says, chances you think we'll see a Stranger Things drop? I'm thinking we may see the VVQ system drop this weekend, and then Stranger Things next weekend, and then Star Wars the last week. Dude, that'd be insane. But the thing is that, okay, well, I had a live, I was on a live stream the other day, yesterday, whatever, and somebody said that Netflix will be going back up to $600, and I tore Netflix to shreds, saying like, no, it won't for X, Y, and Z. And part of the reason was because Netflix doesn't have any IP that really sells any merchandise. Pokemon has shirts and shoes and lunchboxes and so many other different things. Netflix, when they make new content, they almost never advertise because they make a lot of content. Not all of it is good. Clearly not all of it is good. And the stuff that is really good, like, Stranger Things, or let's say like the Blind Bird, the Blind Box, Bird Blind, whatever that was called, Squid Games, they just, House of Cards, like they're really expensive to make, like $30 million per episode for Stranger Things. And, there's not a lot of merch that goes out with it. There's no like, and there's people cosplaying as Daddy Hopper or as 11, that's fine. The Scoops Ahoy Steve, Mom Steve, and Robin, but not a ton. There's really not a ton. Bird Blogs or Blind Bird, whatever that's called. Not a lot of merch. Like Squid Game, you have a couple of people there that's cosplaying as with those masks, but there's not a lot. A good way to help Netflix get some revenue would be to add a bunch of NFTs. Get a bunch of NFTs, put them on Veve, and I would totally get that. The 11 is daughter goals AF. I'd totally get her. Totally get Daddy Hopper. Winona Ryder is beautiful, so of course I get her. Mom Steve, totally get Scoops Ahoy Steve, and Robin's so adorable. I love her. I totally get those guys. So I'd get those 5. I would get Hopper. I'll get Winona Ryder. Get 11, Scoops Ahoy Steve, and Robin. Those are the ones that I would get. Dustin's just a cool kid too. He's just fun. Patsman 93 says, I agree. We won't know until the metadata is released. Agreed. Gene says, your health is your wealth. Amen. Health is wealth. Try my very best. Says, first edition tags are mistakes. So I'll say, yes, they are mistakes. But they're keeping those mistakes. So that's what makes it more valuable, because they're error. Hi, what's up, Wendy? I just saw you on the Instagram. I saw you on the gram. Gene says, good evening. Good evening, Gene. How's it going? Alan Seven says, if all Spider-Man are first appearance, then all Batman should be. But again, the reason why it's different is because they're different artists. The Spider-Man was just the same. I was like Trevor's design, I think, or something. For Batman, they're different art, so they were different Batman. That's why. Lord of the Realm says, yes, I'm so down to cosplay with you. I need more friends to cosplay with at cons. Are you going to New York Comic Con? Going to San Diego? You going to Dragon Con? Let me know. Keep me posted. Jerry Klaus says, work out like Stallone. You'll be fine. Oh, dude, that dude's a madman. I imagine even still, he's still jacked. He's always in shape. The dude's got to be like, what, 70 years old right now? Let's take a look-see. Let's go to the Google, Dr. Rip Studwell, and check out Stallone, who is, God, he's 75. Dude is 75 years old. Still got a great head of hair. Like, oh my God, he still looks great. He's still like he's a bad man. He could take you on, you know. Um, oh wait, what? Dave Bautista's gonna be the new Rambo? Okay, that's interesting. Oh wait, no, this is Screen Rant. Screen Rant is never right. That's the all right. That's they're just a bunch of liars. Um, oh, that's not even what they said. They just said like that's their best chance at rebooting the franchise. Like what? Um, yeah, he's been jacked for like 40 years, 50 years maybe. Um, where was I? Alex says Alan correct, but they labeled three of them as first editions and called it a mistake and didn't change it. Agreed. Past Batman is a different artist and sculptor, distinguished different models for Batman. Spider-Man is the same model, used 5 times. Agreed. What other rounds of Bitcoin taking another little nosedive? Ooh, all right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Let's go to the cash app. Okay. My body. Oh my god, it's at 33. I haven't checked it since yesterday. Yesterday it was at like 35, 36, whatever. Um, yeah, look at the past week. It was at 39, damn, down to 33. It go down 20, go down 29, man. If it breaks through there, go down 25. A lot of people saying 20. Now that's all short term. I don't really care what's going on. Um, I don't really care what's going on short term. Long term, we know where it's going. Who the fudge? What was this? Okay. All right, moving on here. 99 Cryptos, what's up? What's going on, 99 Cryptos? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good night. Alex says, if they drop at the same time with different variants of the same item / character, they will still get a first edition first appearance tag, like the Aston Martin. Yeah, I mean, first edition is really just meant for art, and I guess cars count as art, which, yeah, that makes sense. Nana Crypto says, can you retire on 10 million OMI? It depends on your spending habits. It depends on your lifestyle. You know, if you're spending like $8,000 a month, 10 million OMI, yeah, I mean, you know, say you sell it all at 50 cents and you have $5 million. Probably. I mean, if you're spending 100K a year, give or take, and again, once you have money, most people spend a lot of it. So I would say if you're and when I kind of hate this. Everyone that is cheap, they say I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. No, you're freaking cheap. And like I am cheap. The only things I really spend money on is food, internet, cell phone, car insurance. That's really it. Like I don't really, like, every now and then I'll go to a movie. I didn't see Sonic. I wanted to. I'll just see it on see it when it comes out on Paramount. But I saw Doctor Strange. Like, I don't do a ton. Like, do I like to go on vacation a lot? Absolutely. Will I go on vacation on honeymoons? Yeah, I used to go to Europe like every year. But for the most part, if you're, I don't know, I don't need money. I go to the gym. I do my stuff. I'm reminded of that meme where it's like a woman that posts like a picture of like a date she was on or like a boyfriend's place, and just says like, men think it's really okay to live like this, and it's just like a folding chair and a TV that's on the ground. That was it. And then the caption says like, women really hate how little it takes for us to be happy. I am very content. I'm happy. I get to do what I like. I get to talk to you guys every day. I get to work out. And I'm retired. Like, I don't, like, I could by all means go. I could call up Ecomi right now and be like, hey, I'm gonna be your marketing guy. And I'm like, sure. I'm 75 to 100K. Like, honestly, that's, for most people, that's definitely worth it. 75, 100K a year. Let's say if you're at 75, and you make after taxes, whatever, like 55K a year. It's a decent amount of money. But again, for 40 hours a week, I could do a lot of other stuff and make a lot more money. If I wanted to, go down that road of working again. But it's just, I retired because I live very simply, and because I know what it's like to have money. or at least a little bit of money, not a ton. When Omi went to $1 million, I didn't cash out half and buy a house and buy a car and say like, let the last round. No, I didn't do that at all. I didn't sell any of it. I've till to this day never sold any Omi. Never sold, never sold any of my Lokis. Never sold any Omi. But if you go and if you're spending $8,000 a month, and I'm just putting that out there, I don't know if you are or not. You're gonna probably spend. There's gonna be points where you just spend like $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month. I mean, again, like if you get a windfall, ask any person what they're gonna do. I'm gonna buy a car. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy shoes. I'm gonna buy this. It's not what am I going to invest in. It's not how to keep it. It's all about how to spend it. If you're a good investor, and you live within your means. I don't want to say cheap or frugal. Like you don't have to live like a hermit like I do. If you go and like most people would have gotten a bed. They would have sold someone like Chavez. I'm gonna get you a bed. Most people would have done that, or at least gotten an air conditioner. Cost a couple $100. I would have done that. To this day, still do not have an air conditioner. I will get one this year though. I cannot do that again. That was like being deployed. So yeah, I mean, if you live within your means and splurge once in a while and you don't go crazy, that's probably fine. You can probably retire on 10 million Omi. Alan 7 says, if everything is going to be like we all imagine, you can retire on 1 million Omi. I mean, $1 million is not a lot to retire on. It's not a ton. Very close. Everything on Netflix sucks. Okay, Cobra Kai and Stranger Things and Squid, they do not suck. Those are amazing. Cobra Kai is so good. Dude, BoJack Horseman was like one of the best animated shows in history. Get the fudge out of here. But yeah, Netflix has a lot of like for some of the stuff that is good, and there is a lot. I Care a Lot is really, there's a lot of good stuff they have on there. There's a lot of crap also. There's a lot of crap. Like who's greenlighting this stuff? Like I don't know. That being said, there's a lot of stuff on Amazon which is god awful as well. Oh, there we go. Moving on here. Bird Box. That's what it was called. Yeah, I remember those memes. Like me trying to figure out the movie plot of Bird Box without actually watching Bird Box. Ginferno says, I was just looking at some of my pictures from 2014. When I cut up a bit, I'm way more squishy now. We all have squish. I have the winter squishies. You can't see it. It's there. I promise. I have the winter squishies. Jerry Claus says, aging is challenging. Yeah. Aging sucks. That's if I can quote Patrick here. I used to be one of the beautiful people. Now I got the ugly. Oh, that was great. Patrick thinks he catches the ugly. SpongeBob's like, it's okay. There's pride and power. He's like, easy for you to say. You've always been ugly. I was one of the beautiful. That is such a good episode. SpongeBob is the first few seasons of SpongeBob is like some of the greatest American made cartoons like ever, and there's been a lot. Avatar, Legend of Korra, amazing. Gravity Falls, amazing. There's a lot of good stuff, but SpongeBob, those first few seasons were just top tier. Oh my heckin' goodness. And again, BoJack Horseman. Happily Stone America says, we will be okay. I believe we can as well. Crazy Dan 420 says, Conspiracy Truths would be a great podcast series for you to host on your channel, where guests could discuss and debate conspiracies that turn out to be proven true, and why some still don't believe. I would there's so many. And it's just... This is why I don't think that people are going to be really caring about Roe v. Wade. Like, they are, but, when the government comes out and says, like, yeah, Operation Paperclip, yeah, we did all this stuff, MK Ultra, yeah, we did, like, and people, like, don't care, because, it happened 50 years ago, it happened, like, people do, like, oh my god, U.S. government is, like, has a monopoly on violence, and they just... And you wonder why I don't want to pay taxes? People wonder why I don't trust the government. Like, oh, yeah, the government says, do this, do that. Like, I cannot trust the government as far as you can freaking throw them. Can't throw them very far. That is just, So, again, being very anti-government, I'm also very, or I try to be logical, like saying, like, okay, guys, not everything is a conspiracy theory. Like, not everything, happens for like a reason. There's some people that say like, well, if it happened, you can bet the government planned it that way. Maybe. I trust me, I worked for the government. Not most of them are not smart. Some of them are, but my God, some of them are definitely not. Moving on. Jerry Klaus says Rocky dies in the next movie. Dumbledore dies. They could remake Rambo. The novel is kind of different. Dude, the last Rambo movie was so epic. I don't get it. It was the white people that said, "Oh, this Rambo was racist because he's only killing Spanish people." Dude, I'm a brown person. This Rambo was this Last Blood, I think it was called. That was amazing. They're cartel people. They're supposed to be villains. You're supposed to paint cartels as villains because they murder people. And oh my, I literally, honestly, all you have to watch is just the last half hour of that movie. You could some of it's okay, a lot of exposition, but oh my God, the death and murder scenes are brilliant. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, that last, oh, oof, Stallone, Daddy, take me down. Gene says millionaires are made right now, dude. 100% millionaires are made right now. This is where it is. I literally posted a picture on my Twitter. Some of y'all might have seen it. Oh God, I forgot what. But one more thing when I was super jacked. Oh God, yeah, so jacked. Okay, sorry, moving on. Let me go to this here. Somebody says, I truly feel for you, having invested so much in Omi, bro. I only have 10 million at 0.006 average, and I know it's over, Randy. Count my losses. It may never see 1 to 5 cents ever again, and I understand math. You're clever. I'm certain you'll cash out at 1 to 2 cents. You literally said it may never see 1 to 5 cents again, and then you said you're going to cash out 1 to 2. Like, if you think that Veve and Omi's like done and it's like a rug pull, just cash out. Oh my God, people are ridiculous. So I said, try looking at things a few years down the line. You'll be able to see trillions falling into the metaverse, and Ecomi will be worth hundreds of billions of dollars, over $1 per token before the decade's out. Somebody else says, I got a ton of Omi 2 and think it's dead. The team had a window and they didn't deliver. Nobody in the NFT space thinks highly of Veve. Where the fudge is your proof of that? And it says, I'm just disgruntled with them and how the last year has played out. So I understand being disgruntled. I'm a veteran. I get that 100,000%. But when you have a new technology with a new company, there's going to be some delays. There's going to be some kinks that have to be worked out. So I think things get worse before they get better. Half the stocks in the NASDAQ are down by 50%. 1 out of 5 stocks in the NASDAQ are down by 75%. And 1 out of 20 are down by 90%. Are stocks a scam? Said everything's down, but innovative companies flourish in hard times. Veve continues to sell everything they make. Big freaking point there. Disney and Marvel refuse to work with anyone else, and Veve's hiring more people. Businesses that are dead don't do those things. If you think the company is going to claim bankruptcy, then by all means sell, but I'd literally bet my life they continue to be successful. These people, I do not understand how you get to thinking that some of these things are dead. I am just absolutely floored by the people's stupidity. I get that, being nervous and like whatever. Like I've been in this field for too long to like have sympathy. No, I don't have sympathy. All right, this is experience. This is getting punched in the face. Oh, yeah, you're lucky. You bought when it was down there. Now's your chance, Putu. Now's your chance. Come on and get it. All right, moving on. Alex says, no, you're cheap. They are. People that say, again, I know I'm cheap. People that say, I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. You're freaking cheap. Like, yeah, if you have to say that, you're cheap. I'm one of those people. I am cheap. John D. Yang says, I'm going to be the first in my family to hit 7 figures by being patient and buying Omi, etc. in less than 5 to 7 years from now. I'll take it any time of the day, 100%. Let's put in that work, boys. Obadiah Shekel-Stenovitz and smash that like button. Smash. Yeah, I was the first one I was adopted, and from Peru, but first one in both families. In Peruvian, like biological family and adopted family, first one be a millionaire. Proving you don't need school. I have cousins that are doctors. I have people that I have friends that are doctors that are not millionaires. They can be, but a lot of people just they spend so much. They spend so much money, and like I get it. Fancy cars are cool. Fancy, like you don't. Like, God, if you're single, you don't need a freaking house with 4 bedrooms. You're single. You're single. Why do you to pontificate on your to go and showboat that like, oh, I can afford this big house? You don't need all your. That's all of that room is wasted space. If you were gonna rent out that house, sure, 100%. But they're not, and it's just now. I understand real estate as an investment, saying like, yeah, I got you get in last year when interest rates were 2.75, and now they're literally double at like 5.5. Yeah, I get it. You locked in something really good, but my God, man, oof, rip. Alex says, haha, I've seen that folding chair meme. There was one where it was like men have 500,000 in NFTs and live like this. And it was a mattress with no sheets, nothing else in that room. Dude, I cannot tell you how many times I have been tagged in that meme because that's literally my life. Alex says, hashtag hermit gang. Hermit gang, hermit gang, hermit gang. Yeah, I haven't done a Patreon member shout out. It's been 2 hours. Sorry, girl, but you missed out. Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends. This is how the story ends. Too bad that you couldn't see the man that boy could be. There is more than meets the eye. I see the soul that is inside. He was a boy, and I'm just a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? We are in love. Haven't you heard? To say hello to Dashi. And please check out at HeyDavidDon and at KingMavsForever over on Twitter. Stand Up Sharp and King Mavs over on the Veve app. Kobe Collection, Only Player One over on the YouTube. Raytax.eth domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. And you got at Wet Wizard Veve and Gary O at 1234 CA3 on the Twitter. Okay, moving on. Casey Prana 58 says it depends on your age. For me, I'm 48, so if I make $5 million off of Omi, at least $3 million is being invested and live off dividends. Yeah, easy, easy peasy. Even at like 1 million, 1 million. Let's say at like 4%. It's really only like, what is that? Like 40,000 a year. So 2 million, 80,000. Yeah, I can totally do that. Totally do that. Totally, 100%. Jerry Klaus says Cobra Kai is okay. Stranger Things is okay. Ozark was okay. I heard Ozark was pretty good. Cobra Kai, I love Cobra Kai. I get it. A little corny, a little campy. I love that so much. Stranger Things is amazing. Oh my God. And again, dude, watch Bojack Horseman. Mr. Beast 1.0 says diversification is key to success. Best. I think that's key in retaining your wealth. Excuse me. But I did not. I got here by going all in on like many different projects. All in on high risk lending, all in on Pokemon cards, all in on Tesla, all in on Omi. Now, granted, that got me to millionaire, but sticking with all in on Omi has lost me like $800,000. So, I will. It'll go back. Like I said, I'm chilling. I'm not worried at all. I guarantee you, most people have not lost $800,000 on that. Some people have, but not all. Jerry Klaus says Amazon Prime is a free service. It's a big ad. I mean, you have to pay for it, but yeah, that you get Amazon Prime Video if you have Amazon Prime. So maybe that could. But yeah, that is a big ad. But still, it's, and again, they have some great stuff on there. But they spent half a $500 million getting like the rights and the cast and stuff like for Lord of the Rings. God damn. They spent $500 million. That's nuts. I mean, spending Game of Thrones money on it, they're going absolutely hard. Yeah, that's going to be, if they do it right, could be epic. Like that could be like one of the most epic things of the 2020s. Everyone's going to watch that if it's good. HBO Max and Disney. Oh, Disney's great. Disney's so good. HBO Max I haven't gotten. Girlfriend has that. I don't. I already. I got Netflix. I got Amazon. I got Hulu, and I got what do you call it? Disney Plus. But I don't. So I think that's enough. I think that's fine. For those of you that are asking, NFT for Noobs is based in Australia. I've launched on Wednesday this week for one of the Australia's biggest musical festivals. I'm launching their NFT tickets. Ooh, super historical. This is all happening on Wednesday, so to make sure I'm able to give full attention to the podcast, maybe do that next week. Wednesday 18th I can't do. Oh no, I can do. I forgot my thing. NFT for Noobs. Noobs podcast. I'm trying to think what time. Okay. 6 p.m. your time is 8 a.m. my time, so even 7, 8, 9 p.m. your time would suit me. So it's 8 a.m. So I'll do 7 p.m. Okay. Podcast 7 p.m. for okay. Save. 7 p.m. my time works for the 18th. Although that would be your 19th, correct? Or do you? Yeah, I'll ask him in a minute. So Money Heist and Squid Game were okay. I didn't see Money Heist. What was the thing with the Queen's Gambit? That was really good. Squid Game. I mean, 100 million people watched Squid Game. You can't say that was just okay. It was Tiger King. Well, Tiger King was made in like the Carol Baskin. That was made in like the pandemic, and you know everyone watched that because everyone was home. Jerry Cloud says no one cares about Roe v. Wade. People definitely do, but it's just in the middle of like a recession. There's still war with Ukraine and Russia, and there's just a lot of things coming out left and right. It's just people don't care about it as much. Jerry Cloud says people are already burning down pro-life. Oh my God, are they really? Jesus, man. Jerry Cloud says I like the last 2 Rambo movies. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Rambo in like the jungle, and then Rambo in the Rambo. Oh, that was so good. I feel like some people that trying to claim like things are racist, they're just looking for some. Like this is what happens when there's no enemy to fight. You try to get offended by stuff, and it's just, man, dude, that was epic. That was epic. Alex says Obadiah facts. Alex says taxes are illegal AF, yet we keep paying. Yeah, I don't like taxes at all. Taxes suck. Nick 2FR says just cash out, brah. It's not good for your mental health to lose sleep over stuff like this. I don't lose sleep over this at all. I sleep very well because I know the future. Lord of the Realm says, who's your favorite supernatural character? Also, I need that Impala mushroom ASAP. It's got to be Dean, man. I mean, they're all good. So, dude, Charlie is like my homegirl. I love her. Spoilers for Supernatural. Okay. I cried when she died, and I cried when she came back. It was alternate universe her, but dude, the writers, I understand taking jabs at politicians or whatever, but when Bobby, someone that probably would like Trump, goes on and says like, and from alternate universe Bobby saying like, your president is Donald Trump and our world is called Disaster World? Like you literally had no fucking, excuse my line, you literally had like no internet and no good food and like there were demons running your world, and you think Donald Trump being president is worse than that? Take the worst president we've ever had in history, whoever they may be, nowhere near as close as Disaster World. I understand people want to take shots at other little things, 100%. Make fun of policy, make fun of whatever, but make your joke make sense. My heckin' goodness. Make fun of his hair, make fun of his weight, make fun of the way he stands, make fun of the way he squints into the sun in an eclipse. That's something that you're 8 years old you're not supposed to do. Make fun of all the stuff that is supposed to be made fun of and make the joke make sense, people. Anyway, Bobby's so good. Bobby's just like what I'm going to be when I'm older. Just maybe not reading the Bible, but sitting in like a recline chair, drinking whiskey and reading something. Oh, I can't wait for that. But Dean is like, oh my God, Dean. Like I have a what's that called? Um, I have a anti-demon possession tattoo, and Cass is so cool. Cass is just like, it's like a cat. I'll go find out what the cat knows. Like it's just like, uh, Sam is my boy. He's my boy. He's so cool. But dude, Dean as Soldier. Oh, let me show you what Dean looks like now. He was just Soldier Boy in what do you call it? The Boys that comes out soon. Let me show you what Dean looks like now. He looks younger. He is more jacked, more in shape, and just better than ever. I think. If I can find it, I could have sworn I had it. Maybe I don't have it. I could have sworn. I showed it to my friend Ashley. Okay. Look at how jacked he is! The beard, the hair, look at them shoulders, girl. Like, yeah. So Dean's probably one of my favorites. Yeah, Bobby Cass. Charlie's. Oh, I love her. I also like what's her name, the mom from Zack and Cody or Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. She's Judy. Or I forget her name in the office, or Judy, whatever. Not Judy Hopps. But she's great. I love her. That cop from Montana is pretty fun too. You know, she talks like the whole, like she talks like, don't you know? She's fun. King of Hell's okay. Lucifer's okay. Where was I here? Jerry Klopp says Tesla is down. Stupid move with the Twitter nonsense. Oh no, it was a great move. He sold Tesla when it was up here, and now it's great. It's great. Not much strangers. Spoilers. Check out. Yeah, no, as a two people, or someone bought two Lokis. Oh, what the hell? Lokis, one at 839 and another at 849. There was another for 900, but it got bought. Loki's accidentally typing something else. I want one too. Okay, moving on here. Where was I? Obadiah, go check us out. This is 100%. Now is your damn chance, and they don't take it. LMAO. Yeah, I know. People are crazy. Drake says Omi doesn't seem to be very useful. Well, it has no utility now. That'll come in the next couple quarters. Casey Piranha says the people that are invested in Omi but constantly FUD do more to damage their own investments than the market can do. I guess we have meme coins to thank for the impatience. Yeah, 100%. Jerry Klaus says most physicians would be millionaires if they liquidated. Yeah, I mean, so it's hard, man. Like you spend, a couple $100,000 to go to school. Let's say you spend another couple $100,000 to, open up a practice. Get a couple $100,000 for a house. Like you're in debt like $1 million by the time you're 30. It's like, what the fudge? It's yeah, you're making money, but it's hard. I would never want to be a doctor. Obadiah says, people can FUD it all the way down. Won't change the fact that Ecomi is working on more and more ways to use Omi. People don't seem to be able to see things 3 to 5 years from now. I know, it's so strange. What's up, Potsy Weber? How's it going, fam? Yeah, I feel like people... Potsy Weber, we're just talking about people that can't see the forest through the trees, man. That it's so strange. And I get it. It's like if somebody says, hey, try to look at an animal hospital through a client's perspective. I was in the field for 9 years. I cannot look at an animal hospital from a client's perspective. I just can't. Same like military. Try to look at it from the outside. I was drenched in military for years, and I can't look at things from an outside perspective anymore. Same thing with finance. Same thing with you got to have that long-term vision. That's what gets it done. That's what guides you to make good decisions. Michael Gazelian says, Randy, I 100% agree that renting collectibles would be massively profitable if you own a huge number of them for public per day. Yeah. But that's if all of them get utility. That's if all of them go and, like, for something like Alligator Loki, like a common, which is where, I have 196 of them. That's pretty much half my NFTs. People at that point they'd probably just buy the collectibles, $20-something. Like, I'll just buy it, and this way, so most of those I probably wouldn't be able to rent, because again, like, how many people are going to be playing a thing as Alligator Loki? So let's say if like 100 of my items, $1 a day, it's $100 a day. God, that's so much. Even $100 a week, it's an extra 5 days. So that's $600 a month. Okay, well, there's groceries for me for the week, or for the month. What's up, Positive? We're saying Holden, hodl like a boss. Casey Perano says, also to me, 5 to 20 grand is a small amount of money to invest to potentially become a multi-millionaire. Yeah, it's so insane. 5 grand gets you like 2 million Omi. This is so not. I can't believe people are like sleeping on this, and people are like selling, like at the bottom. That's lunacy for me. Forgot about that. Okay. All right. Let's go and take a look and see what Omi's at. I haven't taken a look in a couple of like a day or so. I don't know if that other order I had went through. I have to take a look. I might have to go and make a new video. 1955. Oh, that reminds me of a SpongeBob episode. 1924. All right, now this makes a little more sense. A lot of sell volume, or a lot of sell pressure, not a lot of buy pressure. That makes a little more sense. Okay, I don't know who's selling. Mostly people that are selling here, probably just people like manipulating, but there are actually people selling here, and it's just, feels bad, man. Let's take a look at CoinGecko and see the volume over the past 24 hours. 782,000. So we have less than $1 million in trading volume, and that's with us getting on a new exchange. So this is, recession, absolutely. And we're at $531 million market cap. Oh God, I wish I was like, 5 years in the future right now, having $100 million. Oh God, buying all of this. That'd be insane. Although I don't know why it only shows a circulating supply at 270. It's 312. I don't know why. Okay, so let's do this. 0.0020. Let's do times 312. We're actually at a $624 million market cap. Apologize for that. 624. Moving on here. Jerry Klaus says, why would I rent a collectible? Like for what, a virtual wedding? No, so you would rent it if there's a game, and there's a game that says, like, oh, hey, you can play the game as these characters. And you don't have one character, but let's say that's just a fun way to playing the game. And you don't want to buy that. Let's say, like, Miguel O'Hara, Secret Rare Spider-Man for $20.99. They go and say, yeah, but I don't want to pay, $1,000 for it. But I'll rent it for a couple dollars. Yeah, people will do that. People will rent it out for that long. They'll play, just to get the achievement. There'll probably be something like an achievement, master collector points, levels, whatever, all that jazz. But yeah, I guess a virtual wedding too, or if integrates with TikTok or Snapchat or whatever, and you're able to go and tell people, hey, look what I got. I feel like Rick O'Connell talking to Emotep. Look what I got. He's scared of cats. That's so strange. Lord of the Realms says, if you could transform into one animal, what would you choose? Probably either a wolf or a lion. Dude, wolves are just oh my God. Imagine how much fun wolves have. Just going over and just jacking things. Just going over, just like kill and just murdering that thing and then eating it, and then just even for fun. Like they go into like farms and they just jack chickens, and they just jack, like they just, they have fun. They only live for like 10 years, but man, do they freaking live. That is just, oof. And then like a lion, just to see like that raw power just, that'd be beautiful. That type of thing would be great. I would love that. I would, that type of thing would be legit. Also, how do you guys feel about giving out your email? Ever since I got hacked, I don't really give it out anymore. But some people ask, like, oh, give me your email so I can put it in my calendar. Dude, just put it in your calendar. Like, I hate giving out my email. I guess I have a second one. I'll just give them that. But I like never check it, and I'll just forget. Obadiah Goldcheck It says, if you're not investing more than you're willing to lose, you're in a good spot. Even if it's like $20 a month, you're compounding. That's true. Very, very true. Adds up after X amount of years. Nick2FR says, Randy, that meme is temporary. The gains you make will overpower the stupidity. I believe you are a millionaire already. I was, and then only went down. But yeah, I mean, I'll get it again this year, next year. It doesn't matter. I can get a windfall of like $10 million right now. I play lotto, win $10 million. It's really not going to affect my life. I'd probably, at that point, I'd probably buy a house and be like, okay, and move the girlfriend in. But outside of that, I'd buy more Omi, and I'd sit in my room and I'd make videos and I'd work out. I'd get in really good shape. But that's it. Like, I'm not going to be going out, and I'd probably take the girlfriend out, once a week on like a date night. She deserves that. But she's gonna want to get so many animals. The place is gonna be covered in fur like all the time. I don't know. For the most part, my life would, like, if I was single, my life would not. I mean, I'd probably stay here. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't need a house. I do want to have this project though, where in Florida, I want to get in a cul-de-sac. I want to go and have like all the places that are around there just be bought by veterans, and just have like this place where, okay, yep, people are gonna try it. Nope, not here. People trying to invade America. Oh God, just murk them. Andrew Detox is 13.7 million Omi, student loans and car paid off, patiently waiting for the first million. In a year or two, we're at 10 cents. Millionaire. That's such a special feeling. That is, when you get that first 100,000 is a special feeling. That first 100,000 is like, wow, I can't, like, that's almost nobody ever gets that in their bank account. God, that's a good feeling. A million, 100,000, after that, it's like, okay, 200,000. And that's really good. That's really good. It's just like each level is great, but that million that's special. God, that's so good. That's such a special one. It's so good. Michael Gazillion says, Jerry Cloud, you'd rent a collectible if you can't afford to buy one, and it benefits you in the metaverse. Yeah, 100%. Also, like, again, if I say, hey, I'm having a party, only people that have this collectible can enter. Are you, like, say, Secret Rare Alligator Loki, are you going to spend $1,000 to get one, or are you going to rent it for $50? Probably going to rent it for $50. Chaos says, would you rent a collectible if you needed it for access and you couldn't afford the NFT if it was part of the game? Yeah, 100%. Lord of the Realms says, Alligator Loki for the win! Yeah, mother flapper, that hurt. Patreon member just texted me about that, and oof. Yeah, they want to get it. They want to get, because, this one's only at, like 900-ish. Yeah, lower the better, man. Shake paper hands. Shake them out. Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh. Excuse me. Moving on. Arya says, I know you'll never sell, but would you ever burn any of your Secret Rare Lokis? I don't know, man. I mean, maybe. So I would never sell, but I think at some point when they initiate trading, I might trade some. But yeah, the selling, or I'm sorry, burning. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I have a bunch. I could burn one and still have 2% of the Secret Rare. Maybe, if it gives you really good benefits. Nick2FR says, at Jerry Reed comic. Yeah. Oh, Jerry says, how do I use this NFT? Yeah, so you could, I mean, you could use it to read a comic, but probably be in the metaverse or the Veve verse. It'll be like, oh, hey, I need to go and complete this mission to get these points or this achievement, and then you'll have to rent the NFT if you don't want to buy it. And close. I get the wearable thing idea. Yeah, the wearable would be cool. Pozzo says you could hang it on a wall or buy all the cars and open a new rental car company in the metaverse in a few years. That's all. I mean, I have all the cars except for the expensive Aston Martin, was like $3,200, and the crazy Aston Martin, it's like $1 million. So yeah. Jerry Claus, I just don't think Walt will have utility partners. People, I mean, he already has utility in that people are saying somebody that owns like this cryotherapy chamber is like, yeah, you get like a 10% discount or something if you get a Walt or if you come in here and you have that. I'll probably put something on that or something. I'd really rather only put it on Alligator Loki, but I'll put it on Partners as well at some point. A lot of people have that though. Not a lot of people have Loki, so I don't know. Buy all cars. I just says cars. Yes. Pablo says Walt has a 33 club. He does. There's separate Telegram, separate Discord for Walt holders. I'm in it. I check the Telegram group. The Discord I don't really check. I don't really check Discord. Nick 2FR says when Citroen drop. I don't know. Maybe this year. Who knows? Andrew Detox says Veve should start hosting in real life events because they can't provide digital experiences. And they can at some point, and we'll have VVCon at some point as well. We'll be at. I mean, there's going to be a huge amount of us at DesignCon. There was last year. There's going to be a bunch this year. They're probably going to be at New York as well. Marcus says, wait, Walt will be bragging rights, access, utility, and metaverse related to Disney. The utility will be entirely different than someone like fighting with the Marvel Mighties. Yeah, I think people that have a Walt at some point in Disney will go and say like, hey, we have a special place in the park where you can go and no one else can go. I think that's something that'll happen. I could picture that. Where was I? Experiences in real life events. Pablo says love Citroen. D Supreme says Kaiji over Squid Game. It was greater than Squid Game. I haven't seen that, but maybe I should. Jerry Claus says Tiger King was okay. Yeah, it was okay, but everybody watched that because there was nothing else to do at that point. Lord of the Realms says if you could transport to any cartoon anime, what would it? Oh, dude, there's so many. Dude, if I could become a Saiyan, I'd go to I'd go into the DBZ universe. I want to go Super Saiyan. I want to scream and change my hair blonde and go Super Saiyan. Like I would 100% do that. 100%. Pokemon would be great as well. Like, God, that'd be awesome. Maybe like a doctor, like a veterinarian for Pokemon professor. I mean, I would consider myself a Pokemon professor. Definitely master of the first two generations. 100%. That is, yeah, yeah, 100% would do that. But then Fairy Tail's really good. My Hero Academia, see what my quirk is. BoJack Horseman is cool. Princess Carolyn, I love you so much. Yeah, man, I would. There's so many of them, so many of them. So, do you think the skulls David Yu has been tweeting pertains to Darth Vader's skull in Episode 7? It might. I mean, it could just be him using the skull emoji because he just found it. It's like, oh, I'm going to use this. You know, maybe something like that. Garrett says HBO Max is essential, right? Wait, why is Okay, let me. All right, good stuff on HBO Max. All right, let's Google this. This is important. What's on HBO Max? Okay. Get the Batman. Oh, Harry Potter. Okay, so popular movies: The Batman, We Own the City, Death on the Nile, Flight Attendant, Barry, Euphoria. I don't know any of these movies. Dune seemed quite boring. Free Guys. I only like Ryan Reynolds if he's Deadpool. Dear Evan Hansen, Flag of Death, Night House. Oh, Aqua. All right, so you got a bunch of this. Dude, Nobody was so good. It's Saul from Better Call Saul from what's that called? Breaking Bad. But Nobody was so heckin' good. I could see it again. I could see it again right now. Oh, Kingsman is good. Titans. Titans was good. They have the Purge movies. Oh, Peacemaker I heard was good too. Got the Suicide Squad. That looks really good. Oh, is that the movie? I thought they were making a. Oh yeah, no, that was okay. I think they are making something that is. Maybe I'm thinking of Peacemaker. But But yeah, I mean, a lot of this I've already seen. I do want to see Mortal Kombat. Oh, Adventure Time. I think Adventure Time's on Hulu though, which I have. Grindelwald, that Joker, Godzilla vs Kong was good. Young Justice on South Park. South Park is on Paramount. Rick and Morty's on Hulu. Yeah, I mean, some of these are. I don't know if it's just worth it. I mean, again, because I would probably watch some of this stuff, and then I'd be like, yeah, just heck off on doing all the other stuff. Jerry goes HBO Max. Pablo says, oh yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I would love to see. I'd probably be a firebender. Being a water or earthbender would be so useful. You could build a house if you're an earthbender. You can purify water if you're a water. But you could bloodbend if you're water. Like, my God, man, nuts. Lord of the Realms says, love Avatar. I'd be down with that. Yeah, I'd like to be Avatar I'd like to be a bender in Legend of Korra's time. Yeah, I like that. Like a little more technology. This Dean is America's sweetheart. Oh, we love Dean. Dean is America's sweetheart. Our clubs, HBO Max and Disney are kings. Yeah, Disney's got a lot of good stuff. Alex says, if we get Secret Rare Optimus Prime, full transformation animated, Ape Gang, heck yes. Optimus Prime can fit in a C-17. We measured it in the Air Force. And yeah, oh my God. Oh, Autobots, let's roll out. Oh God. Sam, fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing. Oh my God, he's so good. His lines, he's one of my favorite characters. He's like Spock, like Vision, like those sentient beings that just logical, There's nothing like them. This is some of the best characters ever. My name is Optimus. Oh God, I love that voice. Peter Cullen is the man. Because yeah, Musk is effing over shareholders. Maybe that's. Oh, he's not. He had to sell a bunch of his stuff. I mean, he did sell a bunch of his stuff recently, but he sold a bunch of it last year because he had to. And again, if it's for something like Tesla's main goal is to accelerate the advent of sustainable energy. But if you follow Musk and what he does, and again, everything's in a bear market now, so whatever. That was for a reason. This is for this is a win for freedom of speech. This was necessary. I think this is very necessary. As devised some stupid Twitter that doesn't make money. If you think that Musk doesn't have a plan for Twitter to make money, you're lying to yourself. Casey Brown says Elon Musk doesn't care about making money. He wants to change the world. Tesla will recover. Twitter makes total sense. Agreed 100%. Lord of the Realm says all the characters in Supernatural are like my children. I just can't pick a favorite. Love them all for different reasons. Yeah. Yeah, they're all great. Even Crowley I like. Is just king of hell. I don't really like Lilith. I don't really like Ruby. Only girls I really like is Charlie. She's like my angel hero. I love her so much. And then I like Jody, and then I like the girl cop from Montana. So those three girls I like. But yeah, that's the boys. Those are my boys. Those are like my I love them. Cast got done dirty at the end. My cast. Oh my God, here. Richard Hart is a genius, saying you wished you sold everything when you had over $1 million worth. No. I mean, I guess so I could rebuy back here and get twice as much Omi and then have an extra 500K and if you had a crystal ball, but no. It's this needed to happen. This is important because if I were to have done that, then I couldn't say right now, guys, it's okay. I lost $800,000. I would just be like, oh, hey guys, just hodl. Don't worry. I'm buying more. Easy for you to say, Chavez. You sold at the top, and now you get to buy on the bottom. Yeah, it must be nice to have money. It must be nice to be lucky. Well, now guess what? They can't freaking say that. Now they can say, I'm in the same boat. This is better for people. This is better for everyone that I did not sell, because I'm in the same exact boat as everyone else. Bought, did not sell, hodling. This is an important lesson for everyone to heed. Lord of the Realms says, I also have an anti-demon possession tech. Mine's back there. Back there. I forget. It's on one of my backs. Ooh. Jerry Cloud says, I ran into a wolf up in Yukon. It was cool. Dude, wolves are great. I love wolves. Super fantastic. Lord of the Realms says, I'm so pumped to see Jensen's character in The Boys. Love that show. Yeah. I watched the first 2 seasons, and Danielle likes it too. So I tried to tell her all about like Soldier Boy and what he's about, and she's like kind of didn't get it. So I was like, okay, we'll watch it and you'll see from there. I am trying to. Okay, you're gonna see me get a protein shake, but I'm going to go over more comments. Michael says, imagine buying 50 Secret Rare Electra animator right now. Then they edit and improve the NFT pennies for Secret Rare fighting first appearance fighting. You know what? Let's go to that. Let's take a look see at what is on the what she's at. She can't be a lot. Like she's definitely not a lot. Let's see what she's at. I mean the commons are like $10. I imagine the secret rares are definitely above retail though. It's the first appearance, the fighting thing, it'll get fixed at some point. Okay, Daredevil, and yeah, we're gonna get Daredevil as well. Let's see the secret rare. Let's see what it's at. So there were 2,800 of her made, and she's 115. Yeah, this is pretty cheap. You get number 49 for 650. Honestly, that's technically not even worth it because of the way the system goes, but I don't know. It seems pretty decent for a sub 50. The other cheapest is $395 for number 92. Yeah, you know. Some awesome. Elon Musk. Elon Musk says, if I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing you. Jeremy Padower saying, before you do, can we make some awesome SpaceX toys? I love him. Protect Elon Musk at all costs. I feel like whenever it says, protect the senator at all costs. When Putin makes you tea, but you're allergic to plutonium. No. So somebody says, time to increase security dramatically. Worst case is it's extra money not necessary and a bit of extra friction to travel. Best case, it saves your life from an assassination attempt. And Dave Lee says double up or even 10x on security. We need you around, Elon. Gotta love Dave Lee. Our dependents depend on it. Remember when John McAfee says, I'm good, I'm content here. I have friends. The food is good, all is well. Know that if I hang myself a la Epstein, it will be no fault of mine. And then, how many months later, dead. He was schwacked. Yeah. They kill people, man. Government kills people. Yeah. John McCain, he knew it was coming too. He knew it was coming. Protect the senator at all costs. Jerry Claus, I've been buying murder's dirt. I don't know what that means. Pablo Son of Mara says, it's okay, real Randy Chavez. Says, RC is a brand, an institution, any moment, only way is up. Agree. All right, let me go and... let me answer a comment while I go and get that. I could move to... Oh, I thought it said I could move to T-Bell. I can't move into T-Bell, but you said I can move to Bali. I mean, I could move... mother flapper. Oh, God, my ankle. I could move relatively anywhere I want. But I don't want to... I don't know. I got stuff here. Okay, I hate it when they give you a whole giant box of this, but you don't know where the they bury it. Okay, hang on. I got it. Oh, I think you got it. Oh, okay. I don't even know what flavor this is. Okay, there's one scoop. Yeah, I only had about maybe 130, 140. I got. Okay, so I'll put. Okay, there we go. So another scoop. There we go. What was the? I don't know what flavor this is. French vanilla cream. Why did I even order that? I just farted. I'm so sorry. Carlos Castro says, never give your main email, phone number, tied to banks, etc. Yeah, that's a good point. I can just put it to, okay, something else. I have a second email. I'll give him that. I just got to remember to do that. Yeah, got to remember to do that. Nine Crypto says, when can you retire on OMI if you have 10 million OMI? I mean, it depends. If you, depends where you live. Depends. Take your cost of living, like what you use each month, then double it. Just to be conservative, double it. And let's say you're 30 years old and you spend $4,000 a month. Okay, double it because again, we want to be conservative. $8,000, figure 100K a year. Okay, well in 10 years that's $1 million. So if you have $5 million, you can live 50 years. You know, retire $5 million if that's what it is. Because again, people, they tend to overspend when they have money. So 10 million OMI, 50 cents, you know, get $5 million and then you can live for 50 years. Casey Perano says, depends on your age and how much you want to live on. Very true. Michael says, also Randy, the Disney lenticulars dropped 90%. Is it worth stacking? Something like 50 Donald lenticulars at these prices. Could be a card shop then. Yeah, I really like it. I have the set. I think I have a double of like Mickey or Minnie. Like one of them I have a double of. And I like I've said before, there's a lot of layers to those cards. There's 3 different images. There's 2 on the front. There's 1 on the back. It's signature on the back, which a lot of Disney people really like signatures. The first time the Fab Five is all together. Then you have Daisy on there as well. And it has music. First appearance music. Not first appearance sounds. First cards. First music. You know, so there's a lot of firsts for Disney on here. A lot of firsts on the blockchain. The only thing that people probably wouldn't like is that it's not the old school versions of them. It's some new versions of them. Oh, like them thick protein shakes. Tastes good. Casey Perano says 10 million OMI would be $10 million if OMI reaches $1. 10 cents would make you 1 million. Yeah, so you know, go from there. But yeah, Michael said, I mean, if you want to, when Disney comes in, Disney peeps come in, it's going to be nuts. People are going to go crazy for it. Like, absolutely crazy. There's not going to be enough to go around. People will pick and choose. And that's art. And it spins. It's nice. It could be a good museum. Michael Santiago bought more OMI. It's below 0.002. Yeah, it's like 0.0019, maybe. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back into the VV. After checking Electra's price. Oh, I'm not going back into the VV. I'm checking the price of OMI here. We're at. Come on. Oh, 0.00195. Hey now. This is what dreams are made of. A little bounce on Bitcoin. We were at 33.3. We're at 33.6, almost 33.7. See what happens. Moving on here. Jerry Klaus says, for me, okay equals watchable. It's fair. Obadiah says, I'm about to dump my other holdings for OMI. Not gonna get it. Get that bread. Andrew Detox says, I'd pay thousands for Fate Stay Night NFTs. A lot of people would pay thousands for things that they love. I understand. I understand 100%. Oh, God, that's so good. Even French vanilla cream ain't too bad. And not too bad. Ginferno says, I wish we could sell collectibles for OMI. Now, I want to get more OMI wallets. Oh, dude, same. You know, if we can sell a wallet for like 4 million OMI, I'd probably do it. Derek Klaus says Tuesday's comic looks good. It's America Chavez. She's okay. She bears a good name. She bears a good name. Maybe she. I was gonna say maybe she's like a future wife, but she's like a kid. I don't know. That's yeah. Future adopted daughter. Yeah, I could do that. I wish I can have 1K laying around. LOL. Yeah, I wish I had more. I'd buy more Omi. Jerry Klaus says Barry is funny AF. I haven't seen Barry. Hopefully it's good though. Casey Brown says 1K will get you about 511,000 Omi right now. Not yeah, dude, that's great. $1,000. Eventually, you'll have $500,000. Jesus, man. That's nuts. Yeah, just $1,000 investment. It's nuts. Jerry Klaus says HBO gets movies early. Oh, very nice. Oh, my back. Oh god, my back. I'm dying. Michael says, Randy, if Omi hits 0.0005, are you going to sell everything that's of value in your apartment to buy more and sell that? If it hits 0.0005, I'd sell Dashi. So I forget who it was. 20K. Sure. Dashi's probably worth a lot more than 20K. I haven't gotten Dashi appraised at all I've had Dashi for like 5 years now, almost. And it was worth like Dashi was worth like $10,000 at the time, and the artist is dead. So there's a yeah, I probably would. And Dashi knows why. Like if there was like universe right now, another universe, Dashi comes out and be like, hey, listen, in my universe, I can get $100 billion if I sell you into brown slavery. Do it. Why? Because that's for the greater good. That is for needs of the many always outweigh the needs of the few. I will. Dashi knows that. $500 would be able to get you 1 million Omi. So $1,000 gets you 2 million. Let's say I put $10. I get an extra 20 million Omi. Dashi knows that would be worth it. Hopefully, Dashi goes to a really good home. But we shall. Dashi's it's a working dog. Yeah, I'd do an OnlyFans. I would have a serious talk with Danielle. I'd be like, hey, I need to start offering myself to like 5 fat women at like $500 a pop, and you have to let me do it because Omi. It's like, I would go back to Dan. I would do what I'd be like, oh God, I would do whatever I could. I would fight. I would go and get loans. I'd go to like a loan shark. I would sell anything. Omi goes down to 0.0005. Yeah, man. There's nothing that I wouldn't hurt people unless it's in like a boxing match. But I would, oh God, if there was some sick perverted guy is just like, let me whip you while I do something. I was like, you know what? If you're gonna pay me like $10,000 YOLO, do what you want. There, you know how much money that would be? And again, it's not for me. It's not so I can get like a new car. It's not so I can get like a new house. Imagine how much land I could buy and for conservation. That's how people like military, they have pictures of like their loved ones because it reminds them of why they're doing it. Even like Homer Simpson has a picture of like Maggie, like do it for her. I'd sacrifice limbs. I would sacrifice anything. I'd sell my plasma. I'd sell my marrow. Whatever you need, man. Over. I'd shave my head if people would pay money for that. Yeah, it would go hard. Oh God, 0.0001. Oh God, yeah. Jerry Klaus says HBO has Westworld. I heard that was really good. Says HBO is True Detective. Gareth says Barry and Chernobyl on HBO. Watch them both, please. I don't have it. Well, Danielle does. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I will. Gareth says Chernobyl was great. I saw a Chernobyl movie. Kind of scary. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. I would literally stream 24/7 just for like the super chats. I'd be like, guys, You're coming with me everywhere. Coming with me to the gym. Come with me. Yeah, you'd be everywhere. Y'all would come with me running. Y'all would come with me like going to like the laundromat, going to like the grocery store. Y'all would come with me everywhere. Lord of the Realms says, I too want to scream and turn my hair black. David Shaw says, are you buying the secret locates? I don't have it. I have like $50 in my Veve account. Well, let's see. I don't know. I have 58 ball hairs. So yeah, I'm not buying nothing right now. Soon though. Yabo says DCA is the way. Ignore short-term volatility. Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. Casey Brown says, you're in the same crazy boat as the rest of us, Randy. But I think you might be the captain of the boat. The amount you have lost. You have a steel stomach. Hi, sir. Yeah, I mean, I just you know how in Men in Black 3 there's a guy like an alien that sits next to K, Agent K, and he sees like all these different universes at the same time. Oh, this is the one where you get lunch, or is this the universe where you have a meteor strike your head or whatever? Yeah, he sees everything at once. I don't see all the alternate universes. I see the trajectory that we're on, and I see that what the future holds, and it holds Ecomi as one of the, and Veve as one of like the biggest companies like out there, household name. I see it. I cheated. Yeah, I took some psychedelics, but I did that before I invested in Tesla, before I invested in the high risk lending, and before I invested in Pokemon cards. It has never steered me wrong. So, yeah. Moving on. Jerry Claus says, you do know that anytime you say, if you think that you are ... then you are employing the intimidation fallacy? Not necessarily. I mean, I've seen things like that, but I think it can go both ways. I think you can go, if you think that, then you're this. I get it, only a Sith deals in absolutes, which is in itself an absolute, but no, it doesn't have to be like that. Jerry says, can someone explain to me why Omi is good if no one uses it? Because they will use it. Omi is good now because nobody uses it. It's good now because it's not on any exchanges. It's good now because you're getting in before the utility, before the hype, before the pump, before the meme. Yeah. Casey Prana says, it's not good right now. Jerry, it's a potential we're investing in. You have to believe in the project and people working on it to feel comfortable investing. That is true of almost any investment. Fair point. Says, what are your thoughts on the food industry and Big Pharma working together to feed people crap food that gets them sick, so Big Pharma makes money on getting them better, rinse and repeat? I don't think it's that simple. I'll deal with food in a second. There are doctors that say like, oh, hey, use this, there are pharmacy companies like, hey, use this pill and you get some money for every however much, you use or submit out, and doctors get kickbacks on it. Not all, but some. And big pharmaceutical companies give zero shits, excuse my language. They give zero duties about your health. They don't care that the stuff that they push causes massive addiction. Like it's an epidemic that people are getting the stuff to get high and they get addicted to it and their life falls apart. I don't know how many millions of people that's happened to. And do these pharmaceutical companies give a crap? No, not at all. They just want that money. And they know it's like smokers. Get them while they're young, get a customer for life. That life is going to be shortened a lot because they're on this stuff, but yeah, people they make that. I'm almost positive they make it like addictive for that particular purpose. The food industry just does what's profitable, and what's profitable is crap, and they're just Does it make you sick? Sure, but they're just, if it was more profitable to do it in a less bad way, they would do that. It's not because like they're good; it's just because they do it. Like there are some companies, that are really conscious about where they get their meat from, and that it's not just like cage free or free range. It's like they actually do take good care of. Farmers are great. Farmers are really good, a lot of them, but there are a lot of these like slaughterhouses. It's just making it so that you chain like cows together so they can't move, so they get fatter, so it tastes better. Like that's god awful. So you should be really conscious about where you get your meat from. You should really be I went vegetarian a few times when I was younger because of that whole god awful thing. But at the end of the day, it's healthier than like fast food. It's healthier than so food. I don't think they're necessarily bad. I mean, I think a lot of them are. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're an adult. You can choose to do things or not to do things. You don't have to eat Oreos all the time. You don't have to eat like, yeah, are the people that are making like Entenmann's cake and all this stuff, like, do they care that they're causing like an obesity or they have caused an obesity epidemic? No, but should we be mad at them? Like, we don't have to eat that. We don't have to eat crap all the time. It's just, whatever. ICEIV54 says, will you buy collectibles with Omi when Omi NFT comes? Will you sell collectibles for Omi? I say I would like to sell some things for Omi, but I know my FOMO will take over and I'll buy stuff like Pokemon. Yeah, absolutely. Like, we get Omi to NFT. I wouldn't buy. I would not buy things here because the Omi does not have the good purchasing power yet. I would sell some things for Omi, and then when Omi goes, I will play that game. Whatever is mooning at the time, if Omi's mooning and collectibles are staying stagnant, I'll take the Omi that's mooning and buy collectibles. When collectibles are mooning and Omi's staying stagnant, take those collectibles and sell it for Omi. Yeah, I will play that game all day. Many people will, and many people will make a lot of money. 99 cryptos. Best comic NFT to stack right now that's way undervalued. I think ultra rare alligator Loki is really good. I think the Ice King is really good. I think a lot of that first Adventure Time is really good. Disney Golden Moments are key. You have Starfire, Barda. A lot of season 1 is really undervalued. Powerpuff Girls, Ghostbuster stuff. Although Ghostbusters maybe not, but definitely Powerpuff Girls and Adventure Time, so good. I would definitely get the DeLoreans. I would definitely get the Ecto ones. I think we're gonna have a racing game inside Veveverse. So I have Kit. I have the Knight Rider. I have the cheap Aston Martin. I have the Ecto ones, and I have the DeLoreans. And honestly, like, I'm not trying. It doesn't matter if I pump my own bags or not because I'm not selling. I went through heck trying to get that partner statue. It would have been much easier if I would sell my Lokis. The Lokis that me and some of my friends have are locked up. There's 15% of them locked up, and they are not coming back into circulation. I don't know if there's any other collectible that has that. So, yeah. Moving on. Comics. Tales of Suspense is good. Fantastic Four #1. Journey into Mystery. Fantastic Four #5. Marvel Comics #1. Strange Tales 110. Those are good. Super Duper Hank says, Randy just got done meeting with via Air the Terms, 200,000 balloon term, 3 years, 10% interest per year, lien on my home. Oh, that's easy. 10% per year? Easy. All Chat Games says, I just had a French vanilla cream coffee. Oh, interesting. Oh, no, it's gone. All Chat Games says, mushrooms. Nice, mate. Obadiah, Cold Shekel Stenavitz says, I'd have to say David Hughes, the one steering the boat. When I saw his 4-story house full of collectibles, and he said he had 2 warehouses full of collectibles, I knew I was in good hands. We are. Better than all states. Michael says, Randy, I'm just preparing you mentally, physically for 0.0005 because I really don't see crypto's crash stopping anytime soon. Might be an ugly summer. Get that OnlyFans account ready to go. I mean, I hope it does go there. I will come up with a couple $1,000s really quickly. Jesus, that's beautiful. I think we can get to 0.0010, 3 zeros, but 0.0005? We lose another 75% from here? I don't think so. Again, I've been wrong before, but oh god, the Omi burn would be ridiculous. At that point, I would sell the collectibles for Omi. Sell the partner statues, sell Fantastic Four. If the collectibles stayed, if Omi dipped by 75% and collectibles dipped by another 30%, that's no brainer. Yeah. Sell that. Sell the. I'd sell a lot. I'd have an extra $10,000 worth of stuff. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Nuts. Alex says 0 duties. Morningstar says the problem. Oh, my throat is gone. I have to go soon, guys. The problem with healthy food is it's too expensive to get veggies and they don't last long. Well, what do you want to sacrifice? I mean, that's you're taking away from something. You're either taking away from your life or you're taking away from your money. I sacrificed for 4 years where I was eating nothing but Taco Bell. That aged me. Casey Brown says May is notoriously a bad month for regular stock market. Well, April in general, just because people have to deal with taxes. But he said May is notoriously a bad month. I mean, the crypto market will struggle too. Bitcoin stays in lockstep with the technology sector for the stock market. Yeah. Guys says factory farming is a stain on humanity. Agreed. That says cheap Aston Martin is Series 1. The animated ones are Series 2. Mm-hmm. Laurent says I sold my Ultra Alligator Loki. Got it on the drop. Never letting go. All Check Gaming got it. Ultra rare at the top of the profile. Get it. Get it, girl. All right, guys. That do be it for me. Oh, David Yu just tweeted. So Top Dog will be included. And this week, Comics Crypto are dropping the first episode of top 10 comics from each age. Hope to see you on Veve Official. Each video will be covering top 10 comics in Modern, Copper, Bronze, and Silver Age with special guest appearances. More details. And then David Yu says we hope Top Dog will be included. And no spoilers. Hey, boss, we jumped in. Should I go Secret Rare? Steamboat Willie's an ultra rare. But what is SW? Oh, Star Wars? Long term, yes. Short term, things could get squeezed. Star Wars. Have a great night. Bye, Obadiah. Oh, you got the secret rare. Yep. I'll check gaming. Gotcha. So cheers. Also gaming. Everyone take it easy, Randy. Thanks for the live stream. Joe Thomas' backyards are not meant for swimming pools. Meant for grow your own food. Fair point. Thank you for the super chat. I love you all. I would say bye-bye, Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Yeah.